last time that we were in Windermere Fantasy Online, all these yahoos decided they wanted to do one more thing in the casino, and that was the arena. And you guys signed yourselves up, or more specifically, you signed 2 of yourselves up, while the rest of you remained in the stands, at least at first. Both of you, we had Royale with Cheese and KFG going in as the represent of the fighters of the group to see what they could do to mess things up. You dealt with it pretty well. Going through at first this orc brother tag duo team, and then you were dealing with this bomb guy or whatever. You did really good, but then came out unexpectedly a new challenger arrived, and even the announcer didn't exactly know what was going on. Things got glitchy. The fact that it was no longer a duel, but instead was some sort of fight to the death, switched, and it was glitchy in its own way. And out came this mecha chick. Actually, here, let me... And things did not seem correct. So the rest of your team jumped in to help. And it was a fight. It was definitely a fight. Ended in some really odd teabaggery ways. Getting her into a pit and just repeatedly smushing her into this pit via... I want to say chaotic and oddball maneuvers as far as martial training is concerned, that's for sure. But nevertheless, you managed to deal with said power armored robot, whatever it is, combatant. And that's kind of where we had left off for the most part. You guys were debating about what you wanted to do next. You're still in the big city. The casinos, while they're figuring things out, has closed itself down for a little while they figure out how these glitches happened, and you were pushed out into the rest of the city. You have various quests and things already in progress and ready to do. So at this point, it's not a matter of finding something to do so much as taking a path, figuring out which way you want to go. Do you want to follow with the main storyline, hunt a big-ass monster, see if you can figure out what's going wrong with people, get some supplies, what have you. So, discuss amongst yourselves what you wish.
I just
settle down and run a business.
Emmett's still shirtless, and he has a big K on his chest. And then there's still 2 old guys following him with F and G, and they're both also shirtless. One's a ginger, and one has white hair.
I'm assuming these guys, because they're players, right? They're your new friends?
I guess.
That's up to you. You tell me.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. There'd be other players.
Okay,
so for whatever reasons they got into this game.
So are they in your guild now?
You guys want to be in my guild now? Yeah, that sounds good to me, man.
No.
Yeah, they'd be in the guild.
All right, yeah. So you Platt, KFG, you see 2 new names pop up in the guild roster since your guild master's bing bing.
It takes us an extent. Actually, before you'd hear that, you'd see us all sitting in a group trying to figure out how to do that. The young ones were showing me how to do this. I think I click up here and then...
You just see the flag for a duel keep popping in and out.
Oh, well, this is Bernard. The ginger one is Bernard. No, sorry, the white-haired one's Bernard. He's a car dad. He drives a 1972 Ford Capri. And this other one is Chester. He's a hunting dad. He has a Winchester Pre-64 Model 70. He used it in World War II. And he likes to kill deer with it now.
Bernard.
Nice to meet you, Hunter Dad.
And apparently this is Chester.
Go up and shake their hands. Any friend of Emmett is a friend of mine.
Cars are way better than canoes.
Oh. What? Why do you look like you got the shit kicked out of you, son?
Oh. Don't worry about it. I was messing around in there. I got beat up pretty bad.
I hate to see the other guy.
Around.
Did we get paid for that?
Yeah, Emmett, you were in charge of the money, right?
What?
Oh, I was out there fighting. I couldn't be betting.
No, we'd placed a big bet.
Yeah, weren't we like making consecutive like just? Emmett,
My head's all fuzzy. I can't remember.
did you forget the money from the bookkeep? What?
Oh, we kind of all got rushed out really fast. I still have a bit of gold on me. Well, we bet a lot, didn't we? Should we?
Yeah. What was the
Yeah.
payout? It was a lot of money, wasn't it?
You did, and you earned a lot too.
Where's the money?
Not me.
It was
Me and
indeed Emmett that was
RWC were
keeping
out
track
there
of the money. So if you didn't write it down, I'm gonna have to like review the last episode and remind, because I gave you the numbers.
It was 620 gold. I'm just fucking.
Oh, okay.
You
Well, no.
wrote it down.
I know how much
Yeah,
it was.
because we had enough to get the shop. That was the big thing. That we now have our
Yeah.
our
Enough
way
for
of-
the shop, and then everybody else gets 25 gold, I think, or 24 gold. That's what it is.
I don't know where the gold is, and I don't know where my shirt is.
Ugh, Jesus Christ, damn it!
Jeez, Dad, put on a shirt.
Do you have a shirt, Billy?
Yeah, because we got the gold before we got kicked out.
Yeah, you got paid.
Yeah.
We
Well,
definitely got paid.
Emmett got paid. It's whatever Emmett did with it.
Yeah, man, we're gonna put the money down on a guild shop. We need like 500. I hope we got at least that. We got a fucking fat payout.
I don't think a shirt will be 500 gold.
What? No.
I need-
we're-
You lose the money?
A shirt?
Shop?
Chop?
Emmett, did you lose the money?
Jesus
What money?
Christ, Emmett. The money from the fucking gambling, Emmett. What do you
Lost
mean,
your
Emmett?
shirt.
I have it right here. Of course, I have the money.
Oof.
What are
Okay.
you guys talking about?
You lost your shirt.
I've been
Okay.
asking you where
First
the
you're
fuck the
talking
money
about
is. for,
monkeys, and then you're talking about shops. What are you trying to chop some logs? You want to go be a lumberjack, or is there a
no,
lumberjack in
shop.
here?
SHOP. Shop, you know? Like a like
Oh, like a mall.
remember? Yeah, we were gonna buy. There was an empty one in the town. We were gonna fucking buy it. Remember?
Yeah, the one where we have that very intense meeting and meant all those nice young people.
Yeah.
I thought for sure we did all that at the end of the last session.
I don't know.
Am I going
I don't-
crazy?
I don't think we ended up buying the shop
I
yet.
don't think we bought it. I think we realized we had enough money, but we ended.
You would set the money
Right after
aside
that
for it,
fight.
but you hadn't actually like done anything with buying a shop or anything like that. I
Yeah,
wasn't too
but
worried about
we-
it. If you want to buy a shop, it's not something you necessarily have to spend like game time on. If you want to set that up
Okay.
between sessions, we can do that.
Yeah, we would probably buy it before we leave town, because I assume all the other quests we have are outside of town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
believe
then
so.
We wanted to get Nimue and Brown Chicken Brown Cow to supply the shop and run it. Right? Or do
Yeah.
we still need somebody to actually run it.
I think we need people to run it, maybe, because
Oh, yeah,
they're
no,
like
they
raiding
weren't-
and getting gear.
Yeah, they weren't going to do it because like you guys were the merchant guild. They're a raiding guild.
Yeah, they're out getting drops and stuff. We need people to run it, but now we have it, so
Yeah.
maybe the orcs. We could
Yeah, that's smart
see-
thinking.
Bernard could get some, because we already have them going to bring the ore, right?
The other Bernard.
The other Bernard.
Oh, is there a different Bernard?
Yeah, the orc.
Pigman.
We're gonna have to find a nickname for this one.
Well, it'd be funny, like if Bernard and Chester just joined the guild.
Well, this one, the Saint.
Why?
Saint Bernard. Ha, ha, like the dog.
And I don't think he's very religious, Billy.
The dog. Like the dog.
No, like the god?
Did you get, like, blood in your ears? Are you having a seizure?
No, I feel fine.
Dog. D-O-G. I almost spelled that wrong.
The Department of Justice? What are you talking about, Billy?
G! Oh my gosh.
I'm completely lost.
I'm pretty sure I have a concussion and I can hear him, bro.
I think I have 2 concussions.
You're not even that old. Well, you're old, but you're not that old. Like,
Oh,
Ew, cut him some slack. He was just in a scrap, man.
he's good
He
there.
lost his shirt.
I was doing things.
He
I was
lost-
talking.
he
I
took
don't have
off
my
his
shirt. It's cold.
He took
an old
off his
man?
shirt because he has that painted K on his head and his chest.
So, what are the next steps? You guys want somebody to run this shop here?
Yeah, we'll need somebody to run it.
Do we have a way of contacting Orc Bernard?
Yeah, he's on our friends list. Actually, he's in our guild, isn't he? Or...
I think they're allies.
Yeah. I don't know. Remember, I gave him like sentience or something. I don't know. It's fucked up.
Is there any way we can send him a fax?
Yeah. He's got a player thing. We can call him. Do you want me to call him?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to call Bernard.
Okay, yeah, oh, there we go, that's better. I just realized my microphone gain was fucking cranked. I was like, why is my microphone picking everything up? Yeah, you give Bernard a call, it does the beeping thing a few times, and then finally, you hear that surprised expression once again, hey there, how's it going?
Hey Bernard, it's KFG. I'm calling you through the magic again.
Oh, hey there, KFG, it's Bernard here.
Yeah, hey, we just purchased a shop for Hightower out in Old Pass here, but we're gonna need some people to help run it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good to hear that,
Would
bud.
you guys be interested in that, since you're, allied with us and all that, part of the guild and everything?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure that we'd, be really interested in that, but we'd have to be allowed in the city first.
Okay. I mean, what do you think we'd need to do to get you guys in the city?
I'm not too sure. We've never been allowed in the city, so I don't really know, the circumstances or, anything like that. The kingdom of Weimar doesn't really like us too much, because orcs, I gotta admit, we've done some pretty bad things in the past, and it's not been great.
Well, that's all in the past, and you guys are different. You're the Orcs of Peace, and you're also part of the, Hightower Alliance, so... I don't know, I feel like you guys will be okay.
I can certainly give you a try and let you know what happens.
We'll spread the word that some orcs work for the Hightower Guild. We'll also try to get a few maybe non-orc people, I don't know, that work there, so you guys can kind of integrate a bit, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see, but yeah, thank you, Bernard.
Oh, yeah, I know, anytime. I mean, you're the one that kind of, lifted us up and was, giving us a purpose and all that stuff. So, anytime we'd love to help you out with that.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. How's that iron deposit stuff coming along?
Oh, we're doing pretty good with it. We're starting to hollow out some, mine areas and stuff, the big guys are doing that and getting us in there. And, we're still figuring that stuff out. We only just made our first smeltery and foundry and stuff, so we're getting there. We're hoping sometime within the next few days to a week that we can maybe pump out our first ingots,
Perfect. Do you remember, have you worked out, how good are you with your magic now?
Magic? Oh, I mean, we're not we're not the
No,
keenest
no,
on
like
magic.
you know how you have like the wizardry, like I'm calling you, like you've got the box and all that. How good are you at working that? Do you know how to store things in it yet?
Store things in the mind, like
Yeah.
the talkie mind thing.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to put things in my head. No.
You know how you can pull up your status and all of that. You have
Yeah,
like
it's
your
just
menu.
still a whole bunch of gobbledygook. Doesn't really mean so much to me.
There's a storage in there. Basically, what I'm thinking is if you can learn how to work your storage, it'll be an easy way for you to transport like the ingots and stuff to
Can't we just
and
use like
from.
a wagon?
Oh yeah, I mean, sure. I mean,
I'd be afraid
you
it
could
would get
send-
stuck in my head and then like all my memories would like pop out the other side or something.
maybe. I was just thinking it would be a lot faster for you to just rush there on horseback with all of it in your inventory. You know what I mean? You could make the whole trip that would normally take a wagon or two, just one guy. But I mean, if that works better for you, Bernard, like
I mean, we
do what
could
works for you,
like
man.
try it out, but I'm not sure if I put some big things like that inside my head. I'm not sure what's going to happen up there.
No, I don't want to put too much on you, Bernard. Don't worry about it.
Well, okay.
Sounds like you guys are doing good over there, so just keep it up. We'll keep in touch with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okie doke. Yeah. Bye now. Have a good day. No. Have a good one.
See you, Bernard. And Kevchi's gonna like end the call, I guess.
Yeah. The last thing.
Bernard probably doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah, you hear like one last thing. You like right as you're hanging up, you're like, okay, yeah, okay, bye, love you.
Kevchi just like doesn't say anything at the last. He's like, it's already hung up.
Yeah,
He's already hung up.
It's already done.
That's easy enough then.
Yeah, so they're not really sure if they're allowed in the city, so we might have to get their rep up a little bit, or find somebody else to man the thing. But it sounds like they're coming along well on the iron deposits.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just wondering, why aren't they let in the city?
I guess because they did a bunch of war crimes or something.
We all did a bunch of war crimes. The people in
did
the
we?
city probably did war crimes.
I
was
guess some of the things I do to my enemies could be considered war crimes.
I didn't do any war
Okay.
crimes.
Here's the thing, KFG.
Yeah.
Whatever person or whatever orc they give us to work the shop, if we sign them up as a member of the guild, regardless of how they feel about it.
The oars for the queen.
What? No.
The oars for the queen?
I said whatever orc they send.
Oh, orcs. Sorry, I thought you said or.
If we make them a member of the guild, since they'll be working the shop,
Yeah.
then that should supersede any kind of reputation that the orcs would have in the city.
Probably. I would assume so, yeah.
Well,
or at least counteract it, right?
Yeah.
They say they're not allowed in the city. Is there like an order or like a law that they're not allowed in here, or are people just racist?
Probably closer to the second, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
That's sad to see. But would putting him in here and just saying deal with it and trying to be progressive like that possibly be putting the orc in danger?
not under the protection of the guild. I don't think you can attack shopkeepers.
Yeah, then they got
I
to deal
mean,
with us.
I don't think you can PvP in the city, but we watched it happen, so.
That's true.
A crazy guy came in stabbing people.
Can figure something out eventually.
Oh, that sounds wild. Like, a good thing I wasn't there for that. I would have been really scared.
That was terrifying.
This
I
guy
got
out here
stabbed?
just
Dang.
just stabbing people.
In a tavern full of dudes. Yeah, it was wild, apparently.
Brazen.
I think it's worth trying out. I think it may only stand to increase the reputation for the orcs. if
That's
they're
what I'm
looking for
hoping,
a
yeah.
guild.
Maybe
I mean, Bernard's non-violent. It's not like if people tried to beat him up or something, he wouldn't like hurt them. You know what I mean?
yeah. It would just be nice to know. Are we alone? Like we're out in the streets right now. Are there people walking by?
Oh yeah, you're in a fairly large city there. It's like middle of the day. It's bustling and booming. I mean, especially with all the crowds having been just let out of the casino, which is like shutting itself down. There's people everywhere.
I'll just stop somebody and be like, "Excuse me, excuse me."
Yeah, okay, yeah. There's like an old man, like just like was like he's a little bit slower than everybody, so you're able to catch up to him faster. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm Emmett Ernest Tyson. Nice to meet you. And I hold up my hand.
Nice to meet you, Emmett Ernest Titan.
You seem like a good man. What did you say your name was?
I don't think I did, but you can just call me Sam.
Well, Sam, it's real nice to meet you. I'm just wondering, why do people here hate orcs?
Oh, well, why wouldn't you hate orcs? They get all doing all sorts of terrible things. They murder people and they they rape the horses and ride away in the women and do all sorts of terrible things. I mean, orcs are just bad people. All of them ought to be slaughtered. Just wipe them off the face of the world.
What do you say they do to the horses?
Well, sexual interaction relations type thing. They're not even married.
Well, I think we both know that premarital sex and drugs is just not right.
Yeah, especially not with horses.
But we've had some leeway with them, and they seem like good folk. They seem like they've turned a new leaf.
Oh yeah, well, you probably haven't let them near your horses.
That's true, but I didn't see any hanky-panky with any horses. No whoopee.
Oh, you just didn't leave them alone long enough. They get lonely. Them horses, with their supple behinds and their sleek coats and them long legs, it looks good after a while.
Do you feel some kind of way about horses, Sam?
No, I'm not an orc. Only orcs feel that way, despite their shiny coat and them the big white teeth, and those cute little ears.
Well, so around here, do we just hate orcs, or is there somebody keeping orcs out?
Well,
is somebody that's made this decision?
Everyone hates orcs. I mean, they're just not allowed in the city because the guards, they would just, I imagine they'd just kill the orcs. Everyone hates orcs.
Is there a guard boss we could talk to?
Well,
talking orcs isn't right, man.
I don't rightly know. I mean, the guards, they just kind of do their own thing. I think there's a captain of the guards. He gets his order from the queen.
We gotta convince the queen that orcs aren't bad.
But they are.
If the queen told you that orcs were good, would you think orcs were good?
Well,
and if you saw that the orcs weren't fucking horses.
Well, I mean, that's just the law of nature. It's probably just going to happen. But I mean, if the queen said that the orcs weren't bad guys, well, I guess we'll just have to let them in. Whether we agree with them horses doers or not. But we would have
a lot about
protest.
horses?
I know. I don't own any horses myself. I was a haberdasher, but I mean, I love horses. They're great. They're fun to ride on and own as pets, and really warm to sleep with in the hay at night if it's real cold.
Are you a haberdasher, like
I use
in the game or in real life?
What do you mean? And you oh yeah, you don't know the difference. Never mind.
No, I don't.
I was a haberdasher.
Okay, where's your haberdashery?
What keyword was? I'm retired now. Now I just walk between the casino and my home on a regular schedule every day. Not entirely sure why.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a good walk, you know? But what if you want to walk with us? Guys, do you want to bring this guy with us? He really likes horses. He seems like a good team player.
No.
Party in the guild's getting big enough. We got Hunter Dad, Car Dad.
I feel like I gotta get back home. It's usually around this time I sit at my table for about 3 hours and stare at the wall.
Oh, sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah. Gotta get up tomorrow.
You got
all
deadly
over again.
adventures to get up to. You don't want to.
You want to add me to your friends list?
I don't think he has one.
I don't know how to
If
write.
I ever see you?
I don't know how to read or write.
Shit'll be here every day, going back and forth. You know where to find him.
That's what I do. Yeah.
I just feel like this guy could be useful down the road.
I mean, if you need to know anything about haberdasheries or the loving warm touch of a horse,
You know where to find you.
Yep, Sam.
Do you know anything about canoes?
I do not. No, horses don't fit in canoes.
Well, that's actually not true, Sam, and let me tell you why.
No,
For the first time since this adventure started, where like Royale with Cheese has been like fully on board with canoes, he turns around and just walks away.
Yeah, I'm just teeing off about canoes.
He's like having an old man battle. He's like, you say that, but a full-bred Oppenheimer Weimar stud would not fit on the canoe that you just mentioned.
Well, how many pounds is a Wellheimer stud?
Well, we rate him in stone, half-quart stones, and so many hands high, you know, and he's a lot of hands high, and he weighs like 37 and half quarts of stones.
Well, see, the main problem with putting livestock in a canoe is the livestock moves around and it jostles the canoe and might knock it over. But if you duct tape that horse to that canoe, you can get it across the river.
See, the Weimar Oppenheimer type of horse does not like water, and I don't know what duct tape is.
Oh, well, see, that's your first problem. If you don't know what duct tape is, it's great. It can fix anything except in my marriage.
Don't know anything about ducks, just horses.
Emmett, duct tape doesn't exist, I don't think.
Duct tape definitely exists, Cam.
Not in Windermere. Not in Windermere.
Not yet.
There we go.
Have you met my son, Billy, Sam? Sam, this is Billy, Sam.
Oh, God.
Walks away.
Yeah.
Bye, Billy.
Royale's like trying to like beckon over the others, like, guys, you can come here, get away from him.
Actually, Billy's gonna try and
like grabs Emmett and just drags him off. He's like, "We gotta go, Sam. Sorry, fucking."
That's what I've been trying to do for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. You see Sam like
Billy,
rushes off to try and catch up where he should be.
Oh yeah, like his path.
Yeah,
that was a good guy. I think he has a fixation for horses, but you know, each their own.
Goes weirdo.
Can we get on with it, please?
So
we got a lot of things to do.
Like what?
We need to get the medal for the
Queen. The orcs are working on that.
Not directly for the Queen, though. It's for the armorer, right?
Yeah, but the quest is called For the Queen because it's going to be used for the...
I understand that, but that doesn't mean we need to directly talk with the Queen if we want to have the opinion changed about the orcs.
Right up to the top.
I was
I agree.
thinking mayhaps we have them come with us when we hand in the quest and sort of be like, hey, these guys. They'll be with us. They'll be under our protection. I mean, do you think nobody's
Well,
gonna?
Yeah, we can show them they're not
Yeah.
murderers, you know?
Our very reliable friend Sam here said that like if we bring orcs into the city, the guards will attack them.
We'll bring just Bernard.
And they're not going to do nothing.
Yeah,
So they are going to do something because that's a double
Bernard's-
negative, son. You want to
Bernard's
avoid
their
those.
leader. We won't bring like fucking 20 orcs into the city. We'll just bring Bernard with us. He's their leader. He's the
we
only
need
one
to
they
bring-
need to talk to.
we need to bring Bernard and whoever we intend to run the shop. Because I don't think it'd be Bernard running the shop.
Okay, fair. Well, Bernard will find someone suitable. We'll get him to find someone suitable. We'll bring him. We'll leave him to figure out who, he thinks out of the orcs of peace would be best for the shop. And we'll have them come with us when we deliver the iron.
Or now you want to bring 2 orcs into town.
Yes.
2 is
Sure.
the max. I don't
Sure.
think.
Is it like possible that we could go talk to the queen beforehand and maybe try to work
We
out
could
some deal?
probably get an audience with the queen.
Well, just show it's not like a surprise because she's saying like she don't want these people here, and then we're gonna bring these people here. It seems kind of like a statement.
That
You
makes
know?
sense. Okay, do you guys want to try and get an audience with the queen? I mean, we just won that fucking tournament there. We have some rap.
You want to get naughty with the queen?
What?
Audience.
The
Oh.
audience, Emmett.
Oh,
Jesus
Emmett,
Christ, Emmett, clean
We
your
gotta
fucking
get a
ears
mage.
out.
Yeah, we gotta get a mage to check out your ears, man.
Holy
That's
fuck.
fucking.
We can
brutal.
get naughty with the queen?
No.
Oh Jesus Christ!
no, Billy,
Be
no.
cool, Billy, or we won't be able to bring you in when we go have our audience with her.
Keep your sponge pants on.
Okay, so you guys want to get an audience with the queen. We'll see how we can do that. There's somebody around here. Where's the fucking castle?
There's like a big honking, like, cause it's the city is like that's like I explained before. It's like a stepped, almost like a layered cake type of thing. And then there's like the castle in the center with that giant sword like sticking out of the center.
Let's, I guess we should head towards that then?
Sword named Smithy?
Towards the gate at least. See if we can get an audience.
Okay.
Okay, so you bring yourself hustling and bustling through the city, and as you get, of course, closer to each higher level, it gets a little less busy, but a little bit more clean, orderly. People generally like eyeing you a little bit more. You're seeing as you get higher and higher up in the cities, one, less adventurers, and 2, people that the adventurers that you do see tend to be in somewhat nicer gear. Like these guys are just like they've been speed running this shit, and they just happen to be stopping by this area. Like they're in much nicer gear than you guys are. Like these guys have probably just been slamming out the dungeons and shit like that, just like to try and speed run as fast as they can. And eventually you get to not like the topmost level, but you do get to a very nice set of gates, and there's like golden like phoenix and lion mixed emblem thing, standard iconography of like a king queen type thing right above the gate. And you get up to the gate itself. There's I won't say a small retinue of guards, but there's numerous guards around, as well as a few guards in front of the big gate. And the portcullis is closed at the moment. And the guards have like the big, like the big feathers sticking out of the top of their helmets. And they're very much in, you want to say the main gate guards are very much in a more ceremonial style garb rather than maybe useful, defensible garb.
Yeah, I guess we should approach the guards. Wave, like, hey,
Yes.
how does one go about getting an audience with the queen? We're with the Hightower Merchant Guild.
Oh, you nobility.
We just opened a, what do you call it? A shop, down the, on the outer districts there.
Oh, I dare say that's not the type of thing that'll get you in with the Queen. A bunch of people have shops in the outer district.
Well,
Who deals with things that need to be dealt with for those shops?
Oh, people in the upper district. And, nobility. Unless you're one of the champions of the realm, which I dare say I don't see any sort of pins on your lapels that would say that, you're going to have to deal with nobility.
what about champions of the arena?
Oh,
This city.
Oh,
Just won down at the games.
you think the Queen would dirty herself with gladiators? I don't think so.
I'm no common gladiator.
Oh,
I'm KFG. Who do you think you speak to?
Oh, some commoner thinks he owns some sort of shop in the lower districts and a gladiator. That's what I think I'm talking to.
Someone else speak to this man. I don't know how to communicate with words to him.
Emmett, you're up.
Yeah, you're the board guy. Get in there.
Okay, I'll walk up and I'll just hold my hand out and say, "Oh, hello, I'm Emmett Ernest Tyson, and I'd like to spend an experience point to use a player intrusion for friendly NPC."
Friendly NPC. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All
An
right.
NPC you don't know, someone you don't know that well, or someone you know or who hasn't been particularly friendly in the past chooses to help you, though doesn't necessarily explain why. Maybe they'll ask for a favor in return afterward, depending on how much trouble they go to.
Okay, I like it. So he takes your hand because you've properly introduced yourself, showed a manly handshake, and your avatar is a bit on the older side, so he's kind of instantly showing you a bit more respect. He's like, "Well, hello, Mr. Emmett. And what can I do of you, sir?"
Oh, hello, good sir. I see you're doing a fabulous job of protecting this portcullis.
Thank
That's
you.
very nice armor, too. I need to have a quick discussion with the Queen. We are actually doing some work for her, and we just need to follow something up. It won't take but a minute.
Well, we can't exactly have a quick discussion with the Queen. I dare say if I just let you in, I'll get canned, and that's a bad thing. But, I mean, if you can ingratiate yourself with the right people, I wouldn't say no to letting you in. But you gotta make a bit of a name for yourself first. And right now, and he just seems to stare almost through you for a second before shaking his head. He's like, right now, you just don't seem to have enough reputation, or what to say.
Okay.
But tell you what, you
Can-
don't
can
need to be
you-
champions of the realm, but if you could maybe just do a couple of nice things for people in the city just to get yourself friendly with them, maybe I could let you in a touch earlier than you normally could.
Well, the Mercantile Guild will definitely do that. Can you do me a favor, though? What's your name, Mr. Guard?
My name, Gills.
Well, Gills, now, this is on the hush-hush, just between Emmett and Gills, and, just come here.
All right.
We're actually making some relations, some friendships, with some newly progressive, civilized orcs that don't fuck horses.
Civilized, who they said, what, fuck horses, what are you talking about?
That's just the word on the street, my man.
That's a weird
just
word
what
on the street. No, most people don't like
thought so, too.
orcs because, they kill people and stuff. You say civilized. I mean, the world has changed quite a bit.
Very civilized. And we, the Mercantile Guild, are working with these orcs, and the orcs, through that, are actually working for the Queen. And we are hoping to bring some in, just one orc into the city to show you how civilized they are. 2 orcs, just two orcs into the city, just to show you how civilized they are.
Yeah.
And seeing as you're a guard and you're so buff and you would definitely be great in a fight,
That's true.
I was just hoping that you and your men would show us a little grace
Right.
and hopefully we can get an audience with the queen.
An audience with a what is it that you need to speak with about the audience with the Queen? Is it about bringing those orcs in the city?
Well, it's about the mercantile guild and the orcs' relationship within the city and how we can all work together.
I see. And these orcs, do they have are they just a roaming band that you are with, or do they have a place that they come from? You said they're civilized.
They have a place that they come from. They're getting set up in some location, very early stages. I'm not sure where.
All right. So they are civilized orcs making some sort of settlement, and it's within the kingdom of Weimar, is it? Not from a neighbouring kingdom.
Where is your borders?
Our borders, well, the mountain ranges, really. If you go past the mountains, it's 10 to 1 you've left the kingdom of Weimar.
Oh, well, they were on the other side of the mountains. Right, guys? They were other side of the mountains?
Just a bit north from here, I believe.
South.
They're on the other side of the mountains. Well, if they're on the other side of the mountains, they're from another kingdom. I dare say, can't really do much about that, can we? If they're on this side of the mountains and put a settlement in this kingdom, then maybe we could have some sort of treaties as that they'd be part of a kingdom. But if they're on the other side,
we got to double check to make sure where they're settled. But
right. Well, tell you what. I've got a bit of sway here. If they are settling inside the kingdom and they can send a representative to the city and they are part of your guild, can guarantee their safety long enough for them to, during one of the audience days, maybe not talk with the queen directly, as they are orc, but they could have a meeting with one of the courtiers or something, to sort of smooth things over.
That would be great, Gills. That's very, very generous of you. Is there anything that the Mercantile Guild can do for Gills?
Oh, I don't think so. I've got a pretty good life. Wake up every morning, walk to the store for some reason, not entirely sure why. Walk back home, wait there for an hour while I start the door, and then I come here and I stand in front of here for the rest of the day until I have shift change.
Oh, nice structured life.
Yeah. It's been a fulfilling life.
Well, Gills, I will see you around, and yeah, let them know the Mercantile Guild and what's going on. And you know how to use your thing like this?
You're just waving
challenge
at
him
me.
to a duel by accident.
He doesn't see anything. He's just like, you're waving at me. I don't understand what you're waving at me for. What's this?
KFG, can you explain this? I don't know what's going on.
He's not a player.
I can write it
Well,
down.
I don't know how he is with the ladies, KFG. I don't need to know how his love life is.
He's not an adventurer. He's not one of us. He's not a PC. He can't.
Well, he is one of us. He's been nice. I know he was rude at first, but he's kind of one of us. Come on, KFG, be cool.
Okay. He's one of us, but he can't. He doesn't have that power. He can't do that.
Okay. Well, Gills, we'll see you around.
I got one question for you, Gills. You seem pretty tough. You ever heard of a Laridon?
Laridon? No.
Yeah, Laridon.
No, who's that? Is that the orc?
Big old monster.
Oh, I'm not an adventurer. I don't know much about monsters.
Fuck. You know where we would be able to find somebody that might know?
Right near the centre of town, right near the inn, just to the northwest of it, I think is some sort of library. Information gatherer of some kind. Might be able to find a bit of bobs about that there.
Alright, library. Gotcha.
What?
Thanks, dude.
Well, our Tower Merchant Guild will keep an eye out for that one. What sort of shit do you sell?
Just general wares. We've got people collecting stuff from dungeons, so we'll be able to sell dungeon loot.
Oh, so more for
Fancy
the
weapons
adventuring
and-
crowd and all that stuff then.
Yeah, well, we also do some
Well,
crafting, so we'll probably have other wares as well.
Me, Mr. Lindwell, and Chester here.
Oh, well.
We're all crafters, hunters, gatherers of sorts. I make canoes. I don't know if you're a canoe man. You look like you do great in a canoe.
Never been in a canoe. No, don't know much about them. Haven't really ever left the city, I don't think.
Oh, well, a canoe is a great way to relax. Maybe you could spend your hour in a canoe instead of staring at that door.
I do believe I'm owed a bit of vacation time.
I think so.
So,
How long have you been doing that day in and day out?
all my life.
I like a working man.
Yeah.
Why don't you just marry him then?
Billy, why don't you try making a friend?
We can't get married. That's illegal.
What?
Look at him. Look at me. You see something a bit off? We can't get married.
Oh yeah, he's like way older than you.
No,
Why, 'cause I'm
he's
an
an
Aquarius and
adventurer,
you're-
and I'm not an adventurer.
Oh.
Don't cross that stuff. The adventurers are always on their own. I bring about a life of danger with them. So we do not cross adventurers and non-adventurers, you know, because you got all them weird mind powers and stuff.
Yeah, magic and stuff. I've heard.
No.
Alright, I want to hit this library.
Yeah, Gills, I will see you around.
Right we go.
Yeah, good talking to you.
And he does like a overly dramatic, big, like swoopy, like salute thing.
I do it back, and so do the other two dads.
Kev, she just gives him like a bow. He's like, that's too much. I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's like the
Don't
full
have that
thing,
emo.
like he like flips his hand in the air for a while before like slamming it to his forehead, clicks his heels together, super straight back. Ha ha!
Yeah, I want to head to the library now to look for info on the Laredin.
So you want to head
I can
to
read some books.
the library.
Also, I forgot to ask at the beginning of session, but I need some ciphers, please.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I can make that happen. Oh,
Can I
how many
Power
missing?
nap. Well, like from rest because my guy's hurt like really
Yeah,
bad.
my guy's really hurt too. I got
Well-
0 intelligence right now.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I have one, but I'm just
yeah.
like,
We'll
hobbling
probably
around.
take a rest before we head out for our on a quest and shit. Anyways,
I'm
right?
gonna
Okay,
say
I think-
you've at least been wandering for an hour. So if you have your hour recovery, feel free to do that. But yeah, I'm assuming you guys will probably be resting after this. How
I
many?
don't think I'm hurt.
How many
Night at
subtle
the end.
ciphers? Oh, excuse me. Do you need Royale?
I need. Hold on 1 second. I'm at 3 of 13 intellect, so my brain's not hemorrhaging anymore. It's
Good
great.
shit.
I can make math.
Let's see. I wanted to cycle the night vision goggles and get 3 ciphers, please.
You got it, Pontiac.
Wait a minute, I didn't want to do that. Because I don't want to use my one action one.
Let's see what we got.
You have to use them in order, remember?
Hmm?
You have to use them in order, remember?
Yeah, so I'm just not gonna bother, I think.
I don't think I've healed. I don't know.
No,
We'll take
alright.
Can we just take a long rest or whatever?
Like a full 10 hour, just like let everything reset.
Yeah. Because it must be getting like late anyways, since we did like the arena and then
Yeah,
we, like
I
talked
would
about
say
these
it's
people and stuff.
probably fairly late in the day if you guys want to do like a full like rest 10 hours to reset all your recovery rolls.
Now here's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
question: is there an inn? Do we stay at like an inn? or
There is
something?
that central tavern
Oh,
here.
the
Let me bring you.
shop. We could just sleep on the floor in there, right?
The
man.
Central Tavern in Old Pass City is like there's stairs that lead up to like there's like rooms upstairs. It's not actually on the map, but like, you know, theater of the mind. There's rooms up there.
It's an RPG. We did like so we pay for like a full heal, right? Like you could go to bed and wake up and you're like, wow.
I like that idea. I didn't even think about that fact, but yeah, if you want to like pay for your in stay because you're in an RPG, right? Yeah. I'd let you guys.
That's why I was saying we have our own thing. Couldn't we sleep there? We pay for some furnishings, sleep at our own shop.
Eventually,
It won't give you the instant rest that the inn will, but if you pay like 1 gold each, I would let you do like a full heal in town.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have
I got a gold, man. I gave you all my gold back.
Yeah, I
there.
have all
Yeah,
620. So
You have it all.
Well, I'm assuming you guys
like, that's
just bought the
what I have
shop,
written
so
down.
you're probably going to minus the 500 for the shop.
Minus
okay,
500 for the shop. Yeah.
all right, so I'm down to 120, and then I'll minus 5 off
Yeah,
for us to get healed. So I'm down to 115.
there you go.
Should we divvy this up like now? Do you guys want like 20
You have
each or something?
150?
115.
15.
Ciphers.
I would
Yeah,
say
have Jill take 20. He likes to have a little bit of spending money just in case.
I'll give everybody 23 gold.
okay.
All right, you
Why does my
got
sheet
3
have
new
31 right
ciphers.
now?
I don't know what they do. Final battle. Okay, you had that one before. No one can escape. They have to fight to the end. Unguided lab tour. You've seen the layout of a similar facility or location before, which may unveil new alternate routes and options for you. Oh, that could be useful. And balanced, you feel an extra spring in your step. For the next day, you are trained in speed defense. The level of the cipher is 5 or higher. You can also not be stunned or knocked prone during this time.
Nice.
Okay.
And you got 5 on the balanced, so
Final battle. No one in this fight can leave. I didn't hear no bell.
there is actually a
Why do I have
cipher called
31?
that.
Why do I have 31 gold on me already?
Well, you guys have been finding gold individually as you've been like adventuring and stuff too.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
didn't we put it
we
all
YOLO'd
into
it
the...
all.
Oh, well, maybe you just forgot to
Yeah.
minus it. Yeah, you bet it
Can
on the
I-
arena.
Try to just find a place that sells like basic fishing rods.
Yeah, the lady Amiko.
Didn't we all technically have a basic fishing rod because we did the fishing quest? Like the Sahagin quest?
think we only got
Wasn't
one
part
from
of the
that.
thing?
I think you only got 1 from that. Although you had a couple floating around now because you fished up an extra fishing rod.
Yeah.
But
Did we
yeah.
heal up all the way, right?
No, you know what? I think Platt is right. I think you actually each did earn a fishing rod. I think I'd mentioned you would each gotten a fishing rod.
It's like with the cooking quest. Like we got one for everybody, but we only gave one to BHG because nobody else is really doing the cooking.
Yeah.
So like if they want to have a fishing rod, or if you want a couple fishing rods, like we should technically have them.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, like, MMO style at this point, like, a basic fishing rod, since you've already done the quest, like, you can always just get one, I would say. Because it would be
Just
considered one of
have
those,
to,
like, basic
talk to
tools.
the NPC.
Yeah, you just could be like, hey, I don't have a fishing rod. And they're like, oh, here you go.
Okay, so
It's only, like,
I
yours
would-
with the advanced one that would be special.
I would take that like default one, and I would find Gills, and I would give it to him and tell him to spend his hour fishing rather than staring at that door.
To Gills? Okay. Oh, thank you. I didn't really have a fishing rod before, but maybe it's time for me to figure out an hobby. Oh, maybe I'll take a weekend.
Yeah, definitely should do that. A weekend by a river, if you have a canoe, a tent, a dog, get away from the wife and the kid for a while. It's fantastic.
Right. So with that, you guys had gone off to do your own thing. You paid. So you went to the inn. You paid for the restore, and it did that fade to black thing, and then you pop up, and you're like, oh! Like suddenly you're in a bed, and you're like standing up. You're like, I feel rested. Well, you feel healed. You don't feel rested per se. You actually are. you've gotten tired in this game before, and your cycle of getting tired seems to be matching your real world cycle of getting tired, not necessarily the game days, because the game days are happening so much faster.
But this rest though, it refills our stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and reset your pools.
Okay.
And if you had any conditional, like, lasting damages that would go away with time, 10 to 1, they've probably faded by now, because it would count as if you would, like, just reset. So don't forget to reset your recovery rolls as well. Uncheck that shit.
Beautiful. And I'm back to Hale. I wake up rested. I'm like, oh, god damn, I feel better.
It just looks the same.
I was looking rough there. My nose is like not broken anymore.
Yeah, Emmett, you, like, never get hurt.
Who's gonna hit Emmett?
You're busy rebuilding doors and stuff. Like, combat happens, you're like, I'm gonna build a door.
Just chilling.
So you're in the middle of town now. What is it you were looking to do? I heard mention of going to the library, but maybe talking to other people, stuff like that. What's first?
Library. Kifty wants to go to the library.
The library. Okay. There's indeed a person in the library.
He doesn't read unless it's, for stuff like this.
So you go to the northwest of, like, the town square area, around the tavern. Have I told you the name of the tavern yet? I don't remember if I had yet.
I don't remember.
I believe this, I had a couple of tavern names. I think this is the one I flagged as the Tipsy Canoe. And you
Tipsy
go...
Canoe sounds familiar, so...
Yeah.
Tipsy Canoe.
And you head to, like, there's no sign that gives a name or anything per se to, like, the library. There's just, like, a sign with, like, an open book on it. And inside is this person. Actually, here, let me find you her area NPCs. Svenia. And she's just in there, and she seems to be, like, putting books away and just sort of, like, dusting the place and everything.
Kifty will, walk up and be like, hey, do you have books on Laridans?
Laritans.
Yeah.
I think I've got books on Laritans. Or, like, the big monsters that you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
I'll have to take a look. I doubt there is very much on it, but it's good to do a bit of research, huh? All right.
Yeah.
She, like, goes over, starts rummaging through. I do indeed have a book on Laritans. That'll be 25 gold.
What, to buy it?
To access the book, yes.
Fuck, do I get the money back when I bring you the book back?
Oh no. Books are rare, difficult to come by.
Do I keep the book then?
You do. A new book of a similar type will be delivered to me shortly afterwards, so I never seem to have to worry about them running out.
Gotcha. Hey, can somebody lend me 2 gold?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Thanks, man.
I thought we'd just have to get, like, a library card or something.
Oh, fuck, whatever, man. I'll buy a book on Laridans.
Well, how many of these books are you really going to sell? They're great books, but it's very niche information, and my friend here, he really needs this information. Could you, like, maybe cut it down, like, 15?
Well, you can
got
get
lots of books on rare monsters.
You can get a library card, actually. I believe it costs you 200 crystallarium.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fuck. I don't have that kind of...
Sneak off.
Where's Alara? Fuck.
And you recognize crystallarium was like the shitty, like, pay real world money for this, like, off currency stuff.
That's exactly what I was like.
There's no way I could persuade you to lower that price a little?
Sorry, it's the rules. If you pay the 200 crystallarium, then you can get access to all the books. Otherwise, you get to pay per book.
That's fine. We'll pay for the book. Take the money. Here you go.
And
Wonder.
you give her 25
I
gold?
wonder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into the menu settings and try and pay for it and see if my mom's credit card is actually still attached.
See if your mom's credit card is still attached. Okay.
Still attached to the
Before
account.
I give her the money, I want to see if this happens.
That's funny.
Okay. So you go through and like the special like shop is open or whatever, the crystallarium shop, and you go to pay for it, and when you go to do it just at the moment, it says declined.
Oh. No, I guess she took it off.
What about Emmett's credit card?
Yeah,
What my credit card?
He's
2,
broke.
credit card.
6, 9, 3,
God.
No, hold on. Let me write this down.
4,
You don't want to say it out loud.
4.
Just write it.
Then
Let-
just
let me
take
write
the
this
money.
down.
It's fine. It's fine. It'll take too long.
Actually, you know what? Tell you what. You try once, it doesn't properly work, but you're like, whatever. You know, sometimes you like try it a second time just to see. Where are you? I would like to propose a GM intrusion.
Sure. I don't have a choice. Except who gets this? We shall do. We'll give it to Glucky.
All right, Gluckster.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you accepted it. So the second time it does work, and you're able to put in the credit card to get 200 crystallarium, enough to buy the library card in like the special shop. So you'd be like, poof! You've in your inventory alone, you've got a library card now. And the thing is you see the transaction process, you get the crystallarium and you quickly buy the library card, and right after you buy the library card, you get a pop-up flag saying non-sufficient funds, amount return required, and it just fades away after a second.
Huh. Weird. Amount return required. It worked. Library card.
And we're gonna leave that one there. We'll deal with that in the future.
Uh-oh.
I'll make a note.
Pay with your blood.
Yeah,
Oh, I should probably
Have
make a
to pay
note.
25 gold for this book.
you,
Guess not. I have a library card.
there you go.
Wait, I've been trying to get you a library card for the last couple years. You've never used it.
Yeah, but libraries in real life are boring. They have like boring stuff in this.
They're full
This
of
is like-
information.
This is like
Great books.
monsters and stuff.
Yeah, crack that book open. I need to read it. We need to see what this thing's weak to. Also, where the fuck they live.
I'll do it. We'll start reading the book.
Okay, so you're gonna read the book on the Laratan. Let's see here. Let's bring it up. See what information you get. Where are you? Oh, it's in there. There she be. Once again, there is like a picture of the Laratan in the book.
He's jacked.
Big boy.
Beefy.
And with a relative scale, you like come up to its knee, or a person comes up to its knee. Laratan. Okay, so the book gives you some details about it. You do know that the Laratan, the basic details, and it's written kind of like a pseudo player's guide. Like this isn't written so much like it is in world lore as it's written like a somewhat player's guide.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, like a raid guide kind of thing.
Yeah. You're like, you purchase, basically, you're paying, you impaled real life in this point, real life money for what you would get off of like some of the wiki. So you get like some of the stuff where like like description is like Laratans are unstoppable giants with skin of volcanic glass and blood of roiling lava. These malicious arsonists would see the world burn to cinders. When urge to immolate grows too great to ignore, the Laratan burns forests, destroys villages, and boil rivers, but they avoid large bodies of water. And with that, it says the Laratans are immune to fire, which is, you probably guessed. They are considered epic creatures for their epic style resistances. You dealt with epic creatures before. They do have a weakness to cold. And they have a conditional armor. The Laratan is considered to be heavily armored until you strike it either in specific parts to damage the armor, or you manage to get some sort of like special critical off or something like that, at which point some of the armor can be broken off to make it easier to get through.
Okay. Does it say where they normally live?
Definitely a volcano area. Like inside volcanic mountains.
Areas near here?
There are.
Because we will have to find one, so anywhere they might be nearby would be good.
I'll ping something on the map for you in a second.
Okay.
Anything else it would tell you? They have some basic ranged attacks. They can work up to some pretty major attacks. It doesn't give you specifics. It looks like it only teases you about it. But it says, watch out for the volcanic eruption. It will usually tell you ahead of time when it's going to do it. And especially watch out for the cataclysm. There will be a symbol ahead of time to let you know that it'll happen, as the Laratan itself flares up with all sorts of extra heat and fire as it works up towards its final cataclysm ability.
Sounds like a DPS check.
That is your monster hunt. So for the world, yes, the Laratan, you will find one right here, for those looking at the map.
Oh, Pog, that's very close.
Let's put a little mark.
You're not thinking about actually going and fighting that thing, are you?
Of course I am.
That's insane.
What do you mean that's insane? I mean, you've seen me kill things that are really big before.
Remember in the shop that we're gonna buy, or that we did buy?
Yeah.
And we had that good conversation about how we don't know what's going on in here and how we're stuck in here.
Yeah.
And you want to go fight that thing?
That's just an epic mob, it's fine.
We can take them down with all of us.
Emmett, we killed the Pumpkin Samurai, the Slime Hemoth, the Hagen God, the fucking Robot Lady. Like, it's always a little bit bigger.
All of those things we kind of like had to do. I don't think that you should risk my son's life
Emmett,
for no reason.
We're gonna save a nobleman's life. We need to see the queen, right? The quest description for this says that killing this guy will get us a thing where we can make a herbal medicine that'll save a noble's life. It'll probably help us get in with the queen. That's what I'm thinking. Plus, it's nearby. But we'll have to do it eventually. So here's what I'm thinking. It's the closest quest, so we either do it first or we do it last. We got 3 things we gotta do. We got a dungeon, we got that bastard, and then we gotta go hunting around in fucking Houndburg.
What are we going to Hunberg for?
Oh crap, what the fuck did the journal say?
Oh, we got
The afflicted.
Yeah.
The sound, The noise. Remember, people were getting the noise and then they were just dying randomly. Only happens to players.
I just think that like we gotta be really careful. You can't keep thinking about this like it's a game.
Okay, do you want to do the dungeon first then?
There's a dungeon?
Well, yeah, we gotta head to the ruins of Abiradar for Marco's stuff.
Who's Marco? Did I meet Marco?
Yeah, he was in the tavern. He's that weird guy. Well, I think he's an alien. He says he's not from here, but he's not from where we're from. You remember him?
Do you mean like from south of the border?
Ah, probably.
Like an illegal?
Is Emmett like low key racist?
Ow.
Like, just like old man casual racism. Like he doesn't mean anything by it.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm
over here.
Jesus.
Look, guys, I wanna head out soon. So let's. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to fight the Laradin first? Or you guys want to do something else?
I thought we were fighting the Laradin. What's the whole point of getting the book?
I just thought you guys were exploring knowledge at your local library.
Well, yeah, this is why we're going in. This is why we. Okay, so the Laradin's dangerous, right? That's why we got the book, so that we're not going to go fight it blind. You know, this tells us that this book tells us what he does. You know what I mean? It gives us a heads up. Could just run in there blind and be like, "Oh yeah, he's a big turtly-looking motherfucker with a hammer. He probably swings a hammer. Great, but I don't know what else he does. You know? Now we know he fucking explodes, does volcanoes."
Okay, if we're gonna go
Totally,
fight this thing,
motherfucker.
we're gonna fight it right. What did it
Yeah.
say that it like it doesn't like in what doesn't it like?
Cold. It's weak to cold and it's immune to fire.
And it has like a shell on it.
Yup. It's got
Okay.
armor, but we can break the armor to make it easier to damage.
Do we have any way of doing cold? And do we have any way of getting that armor off?
I think the armor required like a critical hit or something. I mean, I feel like I could probably strip the armor.
The book did tell you either have to focus fire the armor and not the creature to try and knock it off, and it might take a couple of hits, which you wouldn't have known if it wasn't for the book. Or if you get lucky and basically mechanically in Cypher roll a major effect.
Okay.
What about cold?
I mean, elements. Unfortunately, all I've really got is fire, but I have my fists.
Oh, sorry, and the book does tell you one other thing I forgot to mention. The heart of the Laratan is stored in the head of its hammer.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Sorry, can I see a picture of the creature again?
Yeah, sure. Of course. Badass picture. Let's fucking go.
The heart is in the head of its hammer?
Yeah.
You cheeky motherfucker.
This is why research on this shit's a good idea.
Art is what we need, so...
Yeah, just... I'm trying to make sure we keep in mind the head of which hammer.
Yeah.
Hoping this book isn't speaking a riddle to us.
Mean its penis.
Oh. I have a little bit of an idea. I'm no battle strategist. But we have a canoe. And there is a river relatively nearby.
You
What
wanna
if
lure it to the river?
fight it on our terms?
I like it, Emmett.
If we can at least get it close enough to the river, maybe we can schmooze a way to actually knock it into a river. Maybe we could set a trap to knock it into the river. You know, have you ever seen that movie Star Wars with the little short guys who hit the thing with the log?
But do we know that water is going to do the same thing that ice?
The book said it avoids large bodies of water.
That's true, it did say that. And I mean, water tends to put fires out. It might not damage it, but it probably won't be. It's probably not going to make it stronger, is my guess. It couldn't hurt, Okay, I like it, Emmett. Hey, should we see if Brown Chicken Brown Cow would be down for a Laredon hunt?
Yeah.
If they're in the area?
Why are you getting that chicken and a cow? Is that how
anyway,
you're gonna lure him to the river with the chicken and the cow?
Something like that.
I see.
Yeah, KFG will send a message, or he'll send a guild alliance message and just be like, what do you call it? Like Lareton raid. Like we're planning a Lareton raid. If you're interested, respond yes or no kind of thing. We're gonna be leaving soon, or not soon. We'll be leaving like. When are we gonna? Are we going now, or should we do this later?
That's up to you.
Well, it depends how much planning you want to do.
We can do a little bit of planning. It'll give people some time to
plan on the way.
Like me and Mr. Linwell and Chester here, we probably can build a trap of some sort. They could maybe knock it.
And you brought up a good point that, especially with preparation, we could try and find something like, I don't know, like ice bombs or something. There's got to be.
Yes. We should just think a little bit more, maybe take a minute to go, because again, we don't know what happens. Or we don't know if we get the, what do you call it? The
Lareton?
No, like when you get killed and you come back in the game.
Res?
The immortality.
Oh yeah, you don't know if you res. Yeah, that's true.
Yo, no coming back. Pretty risky, man.
Yeah, you guys have not experienced anyone that's died, so you don't know.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Rainbow's told us he had some people on his friends list that were crossed off, but yeah, we're not.
It's just more we have that serious conversation about like the implications of being in this game and what it means, and the fact that we can't sign out, and it's a lot.
No, I feel you, Emmett. Yeah, KFG will, I guess if he hasn't already, he'll send that message out, and
we'll go try to find.
Which side do we want to what do you call it? You know what I mean? Like, where are we going to try and draw this thing to? Because there's two rivers that are close.
Before we leave, I'm not sure. I was thinking the one because it's less travel time, like on our side.
Oh, on like this side here?
Like we go straight towards it, and when we cross the river, we set a trap, and then we lure it back to the river and fight it there.
Okay, I fucks with that.
But maybe before we go, like Royale with Cheese said, we should try to find like maybe if we can buy some ice weapons or bombs or something.
We can check the player shops and stuff,
Alternatively, fire-resistant stuff.
Or fire-resistant gear and ice-resistant. What do you call it?
All right. Yeah, you can definitely take a look at that. So to start off, you send the message off to the members of Brown Chicken Brown Cow. Rainbows does send you one back because he's kind of like your liaison, since he knows you guys best, even though he's not the head of Brown Chicken Brown Cow.
He's like up there too, right? He's like one of the officers.
He's the number 2. He's like the right hand.
Okay.
But he sends you one back, and he basically, like, you can almost, despite it being text, you swear you can almost hear it being said in his voice. But it's just like, sorry dudes, we're like in the middle of a dungeon right now, gonna be in here for like a while.
All right, KFG will be like, no worries, bro, no worries.
And that's all you get from them.
Did the book say what this thing ate? Like what it eats?
We got an item to lure it from the guy who gave us the quest.
You did, that is correct. Which was it was like a large chunk of meat with like this big like iron skewer through the center of it, and like all these herbs stuck in it and stuff.
My theory is we give it to either Gluckster or I think Gluckster is the fastest. So my
Gluckster is
theory
the
is we give it to him, and we have him lure it, and he's kind of gonna be bait, lure it back to the trap, and then because he's the fastest.
And to be big, it sounds like a great plan, you know.
Look, Gluckster, you're the fastest. If anyone's gonna come out of there alive, it's you, bud. I'd do it, but you're faster than me, man.
Sounds
I think
risky, but
RWC's
I'm with
pretty
it.
quick too. We could send him out instead if you're not up to the challenge.
No, I got it.
I think you could do it, Jamie. And what kind of trap should we set? It should be like maybe a twofold.
Okay.
One knocks it into the river, because I don't think it's going to just run into the river chasing us.
No, it's probably not.
Then two, keeping it in the river.
Okay.
Yeah, like need to trap him in there once it gets into the water.
So what I'm thinking is we get like a log, like the fucking short guys off Star Wars, that will hit it once it's at a certain point. We set that up, then once it falls into the water, we'll have another tree ready to be, like we'll cut it almost down.
And then knock it in.
And then knock it on top of him. So like, you know, the whole tree, big tree, way more weight than we can handle. And then that might keep him in the water longer. I know it's a tree and it's going to burn and stuff, but
as long as it slows him down, you know what I mean? That might give us time to strip his armor. And I mean, if we can strip his armor before he's even up, we're doing real good there. I like it.
That sounds good. I like it.
Interesting.
I was thinking ropes, but the ropes would just get burnt. I imagine.
yeah, I don't think a net would work too well.
Yeah, like a mesh net.
And he's fairly large. So whatever would be to set it up above the river to fall on him, the tree I think would be the best. There's one probably already there. No, I don't really have the means to move a giant boulder.
Just buy like a bunch of tools and go set up some traps.
You guys also said you were going to shop for a bit to see what you could find as far as like fire resistance and cold stuff and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could find like some ice enchanted tiger claws or some shit, you know?
Okay. Yes, you do indeed. Let me find guilds. There is a guild called Moil that seems to be a crafting guild. That's like one of the first guilds to have set up shop in town. Because like you've set up shop as well, but you have nothing in it and stuff like that. So
yeah, we just bought it. They're like been up kind of.
And most of the other people that have set up like stalls or shops or anything throughout the city that are like player shops and stalls, they have like the newbie shit. Like they're still like pumping out like wooden swords and like 500 daggers to level up their skills and stuff like that. The NPC shops don't tend to sell a lot of specialty things because it looks like the game was meant to be a player-driven economy. But there is one guild that seems to have like hyper focused on crafting things right away. Probably did some trading with raiding guilds and stuff like that, called Moil. And they do indeed seem to have ciphers that you could purchase. There's fire resistant ciphers, and you could purchase cold detonation ciphers. Basically, they're like grenades, basically.
How much are they?
They are the cold detonation ciphers are 25 gold a pop, and the fire resistant ciphers are 50 gold a pop.
How much money do we have? I'm out after that book.
I have the 23.
You didn't buy the book.
Oh yeah, you got the library
Do I get
pass.
my gold back from that or no?
You didn't spend the gold, so yeah, if
oh, okay.
Re-add that if you got rid of it.
Yeah, because he bought it with the Emma's card.
Right.
Card.
Can I haggle for these prices?
There is a person online right now, like at their shop. You could like talk to them, sure. But it's another player.
Give me Hagel, sir.
Ernest Tyson.
Hagel.
Jamie, come now.
Oh yeah, I'll go walk up. I'll hold my hand too. Like, hey, sir.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What?
You see, you got some nice ciphers here.
Yeah, we do. First guild on the server. We're setting the prices.
Yeah, you see it. I was buying a couple things, and I was a little bit shy on the gold. I have 23. I said one of the ciphers was 25.
Yeah.
Could we work a deal or something?
You want to pay 23 for the 25?
Well, hold on, Jamie. I don't know, because I was looking at the same thing. I think KFG here was too.
Mm-hmm.
How many of these things we're gonna buy?
At least
I'm thinking
at least 5 or 4. 5.
we all got 23 gold each, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
But-
I'm thinking we buy one each so that when we go and do this raid, we can all throw one. You know what I mean? If it's weak, if they're going to be super effective, we each get one.
So what would you do? Maybe 5 for 100?
Well, I mean, that's normally 4 for 100. For the you're looking at the cold grenades. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
It is, sir.
Gold grenades, cipher.
I mean, they're normally 25 a pop. I mean, what are you gonna do? Go to someone else? But I mean, I haven't had a lot of need for the cold ones yet, I guess.
No, we wouldn't go to someone else. We will pay whatever you ask us to pay. However, we are a guild ourselves. We are the High Mercantile Guild. And in the future, when we are bumping and we have all our things and we have connections and whatnot, you might not want to... We could exchange favors. This could be the start of a beautiful friendship.
So you're a merchant guild, huh? What do you sell?
Fish, canoes, what do you say? Raid bug spray?
We also do raiding on the side.
Yeah,
Got, like,
extermination, bugs.
So you're not really focused and you've got a weird assortment of stuff on your store.
Oh, no, sir. We're just so large that we're different sects merged together. We're like 3 clans put together that are each individual units with their own leaders and their own hierarchies.
Yeah, we've got 3 branches right now. We're the mercantile branch.
I see. Sounds like you're pushing a lot of swagger just to get a couple of golds off. If you're so large, why do you need that 1 or 2 gold off?
I just, you scratch our back, we scratch yours. Start of a friendship kind of deal.
I
You
see.
don't have to take it. We can pay We can pay.
Well,
I mean, actually, we are a little short. That's why we've each got 23 gold, and you said they're 25 a pop. So but we are looking to buy.
He brings a menu up for a moment. Seems to be like scanning you guys over. Scans over your guild and stuff. Does see that you do indeed have like sub guilds in your guild. He's like, all right, well, I'm not going to behold you to the fact that you're not fully set up because, I mean, early days. We kind of jumped the gun on this one, hyper-focused to get here. So we're not going to judge you on that one. You do seem to be getting your business up and running pretty quick. And you do got a point, scratching each other's back here. Now, if you don't come back, well, we'll have a tussle at that time, but yeah, I mean, a couple of gold ain't gonna harm us any. We're still getting a markup on it. I can do fuck it. You got a good point. All right. I will do what that man said. I'll give you 5 for 100.
Done.
It's a good man. Good man.
Yeah.
What is your name and what is your guild's name? You guys seem to be doing super well.
My name is, let me bring him up here. Gormar. I'm actually guild leader. The guild's Moil. Which is named after a type of mining tool, although it also stands for mining operations and industrial laboratories.
Sorry, can you spell your name, friend?
My name Gormar, Gormar.
Alright, what did...
Can I
what
add
is
you
it?
to my friends list?
Yeah, sure, here. And he like this little like the toss thing.
Yeah.
I try to
What did-
pocket a cipher really quick. Like, just steal one off the rack.
Well, they don't have things like physically on a shelf. It's so much as like it's like in stored inventory in the cases, and he like summons them to like as you pay.
Okay, gotcha.
The NPCs are usually different because they are actually run as like physical shops, but the player shops tend to be like stored in the like inventories.
Okay.
If you want to try and sneak behind him and like pickpocket him, you could access the store's inventory. But it's a small store and you're all standing in here. So that's your risk.
Well, I'll just be looking for stuff to steal. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Right now, I'll pass the 23 gold.
It'll be 20 for each of us.
23
20?
shows? Okay.
Yeah, he's giving you
Yeah.
5 for
Sweet.
100.
So we each get 3 gold poggers.
I would have rathered some fire resistance, but
But we would have to pitch up like all the gold, pretty much.
yeah, but remember, I'm gonna be the one up there having to deal with this thing.
Well, then you're just gonna have to
Not die.
My
dodge harder.
my strat here is that hopefully,
Wow.
like if we throw 5 ice bombs that he's weak to at him, hopefully we can just burn him down faster than you'll need to take hits for. You know what I mean?
Like his armor. I'm like, you got the SpongeBob armor.
Yeah, it doesn't have fire resistance.
Nobody told you to be the tank, Billy.
Well, I don't have to be the tank. I could just go somewhere else.
You could.
You could.
Don't no, I don't want to tank.
You want to join a crafting guild, boy?
Oh, that would be great. Would you take him on? He would be so good in a trade.
He's in
so
our
good
guild.
with his hands. He's kind of lippy, but
Yeah, we need a pack mule between the different villages. Boy, you want to be a pack mule?
No,
No, he wants to kill Laridon.
he said he wants to be like a game designer.
Oh, Laridon. Oh, wow. Those things are nice. They got some good crafting parts on them.
Oh yeah.
If you can somehow
Anything in
get the
particular
armor...
you would need.
Yeah, if you could get the armor off of it. Unfortunately, like, it's hard to kill a Lariton without shattering its armor first. But if you can do it, I mean, that's worth its weight in gold for sure.
How much would you normally pay for Laridon armor?
A complete shell, like, unexploded, we'd probably drop a good 500 easy just for the raw material.
Alright, I can't guarantee that we're gonna be able to get it all full all the way back kind of thing, but we'll bring as much shell back as we can, and we'll cut you a deal on it.
Well, if it shatters,
Just a deal on
unfortunately,
each
it's
potion.
next to useless. It can't be reforged. It's got to be sort of all or nothing.
Okay.
It's got to be
Mom's
shaped.
gonna shatter this shell or no?
Probably.
Alright, well,
I-
sorry, but your luck,
There's
friend.
rumors you can kill one without it, but I don't know how.
Alright, well,
Okay.
they don't call me Key Fighter God for nothing. I'll see what I can do. But, yeah. No promises.
You have a wonderful day, Gormar.
Yeah.
Thank you for these ciphers. Once you leave, what is like in the book? How do we kill it without the shell or without breaking the shell?
Does it say? Did the book say that?
No, the book tells you how to shatter the shell, but it doesn't tell you anything about preserving the shell.
What if we just like
Avoid hitting the shell.
blow the ice bombs up from the ends of it?
How do the ice bombs
You did,
work?
like, bombs.
Can we make a landmine?
First of all, let's bring
Oh
up
my
your
god.
guild
Use them in the
badge.
water. We knock them in the water. and then we all throw the ice bombs into the water, freeze it inside the river with the water. It's not gonna last long because the heat will melt the ice, but oh my god.
Or like attach it to the tree.
Now I'm just kind of worried with dropping the big tree on him. But I'm more thinking we get a leafy tree rather than a really thick tree, because then the leafy tree will fall on him and he'll have to work his way to get out.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of one of my ciphers if we're grabbing these, right?
Yeah, it will take up a cipher slot. I'm just getting you I'm gonna put 5 of them in the guild bank in just a second here. So hold on, because they're like, it's random levels. 3, 4, 5. There you go. Detonation cold. Feel free to grab what you wish.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of the unguided lab tour.
Where are we grabbing this from?
Guild bank.
Because I already
Guild
have
bank.
5 ciphers.
You have 5, so good.
That's his thing. All of his abilities deal with having like extra ciphers and stuff.
I only have 1 right now.
There's a soap. How many can you hold?
2.
Okay, take one of the detonations.
Oh, which
And what are the distances on these? Like, explodes in an immediate radius. Okay, so we do have to be close.
Well, you can throw it up to a short range. This is as per throne. I know it doesn't say it in there, but
would there be a way for us to rig them up so that they explode? I mean, BHG's a cipher expert, right?
Yeah, I can't see why like you guys couldn't figure it out together. Sure, yeah, you could probably set up some sort of trap.
We can, we can either rig it so they explode, or we can throw them all. That's what I'm thinking.
How do I take this thing?
Drag it to your character sheet.
Oh.
Can I fly back with the mask on, like the G mask, and try to rob that place really quick?
All right, so you like put the mask on and like go back to the place?
Yeah.
All right.
Push slither back, crawling around.
What a guy.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and are you like boldly like mugging the place? Like, give me stuff, or are you like trying to sneak in and somehow like trying to pickpocket him from the store or something?
I would try to be sneaky at first, and then if I get caught, I'd mug him.
All right, go ahead and roll me a speed task. Obviously, if you have anything stealth related, let me know. Feel free, do so. I'm gonna let you know it's not gonna be sneaking in. Probably not gonna be the easiest, but not terribly hard. You're looking at like a high to moderate difficulty. He looked like he was fairly reasonably leveled, so sneaking in so far you're able to, like, you think, sort of like stealth into the store without the guy noticing. He does look moderately high level, all things considered. Like he's obviously some sort of crafting class, that's what he's hyper focused in, but nevertheless it looks like he's like power leveled at that crafting class. So you're guessing it's not going to be easy to pickpocket from the store, so to speak, because he would be the store at this moment. So I'm going to let you know it's going to be a fairly challenging roll, but if you want to try it, that would be a speed task. And obviously, if you have any skills that would apply or abilities, let me know. Do it up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to grab like a fire resistance or another one of the.
Okay, so you're not trying to like rob a bunch of things so much as you're just seeing if you can like sneak one of the useful ciphers away. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll. We'll do this on a sliding scale and see how well you do.
It says I have stealth skills, but I don't. I think I picked them already. Or didn't pick them?
I think we had this conversation before. I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, we'll just roll speed.
Difficulty 1. Not doing good. I'm going to let you know because this was a fairly challenging difficulty. So,
Pays XP to reroll that.
yeah, yes, you can.
Sweet. Yeah,
That's
let's
what I'm mentioning.
take it away.
Oh, that's very different. That is very different.
Nice.
Major effect. I'll let you have 2. I'm gonna give you. Okay. Let's see here. Actors. Gluckster. How many cipher slots do you have right now open? None. Okay. Let's get rid of these old ones.
The 2 old ones, yeah. Just throw them away.
You want to get rid of the penultimate key and the Dragon Curse Gold?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's
maybe even like swap them. Like put those 2 in there.
Oh, so you like left him a gift in exchange. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can do that. So you're gonna get 2 of the fire resistance. Fire resistance. Yeah. Let's see how you did. A level 9. Holy shit. And then a level 4. So, the fire resistance potions give you armor against fire damage equal to the cipher's level for 1 hour.
Oh my god.
And you had a level 9 and a level 4.
Wow. And that's... You wanted 50 gold per. That's 100 gold haul. That's fucking...
Not just trying to like slither out of there, like out of the tables and like.
Yeah, with that roll, you're able to easily like you're back out like it's like a side window, just kind of like creeping up. At one point, he like turns and sneezes like, ah! And at that very moment, you like get out of the window, just slither backwards.
Yeah, like as he's doing it, you see me just like jump out.
Like he left a little note with his letter. What's the letter that you have on your thing? It's like, don't forget...
The G, I forgot. I should have left them. I left the 2 ciphers though.
Yeah, he's gonna look for like in his inventory, which is all like properly organized and managed. Right in the middle of where like the resistance potions should be, there's just this is like 2 random things, like a special lucky gold coin and a key. Yeah, so you rejoin the rest of the party, jingling with your like 100 gold worth of shit.
Well, I'll stroll up and then I'll give the higher one to Billy. But yeah, you said you'll be scrapping, so I went back and I made a deal with the shopkeep. He gave me these. The fire resistance.
Fantastic. You're such a good diplomat. Such a great person.
Yeah, I know. I just had to, you know, not, yeah, you know.
I guess I'll get rid of my penultimate key.
Yeah, I'll pass the higher level 9 one. Can I put it in the bank?
Oh, here, are you just? Is it just Billy that's taking it?
Yeah,
I'll drag it over to Billy for you.
And then if I'm luring this thing, I might as well keep the level 4 one.
Equipment.
Makes sense.
There's still a cold bomb in the guild bank.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that, yeah.
I give him my cold bomb, too? And then I don't have to get rid of the penultimate key?
And just keep one in the guild bank? Because he's only got one cipher slot open.
Oh, yeah, he is keeping a fire resist. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just get rid of the penultimate key.
Yeah, because he's also going to be the one, like, distracting and chasing the thing, right?
There you go. All right.
He got 2 fire resistances and one is level 9. He rolled a 20 on his pickpocket. And
how long does it last? What?
It's an hour, and they provide armor equal to the level of the cipher against fire.
Christ. And you got 2?
Mm-hmm.
How long will it take us to get to the Laredin from here?
You're looking at about 2 hours.
Okay.
Well, we still gotta like get to the river and make the trap, right?
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking, could we buff before, but no, it's not gonna.
Like we have enough
Jamie
tools
needs
and
one.
stuff. Yeah, I
Jamie
have one
needs
fire resistance. I gave the higher one to Billy.
Okay.
And are we just gonna like let Jamie go to the Laridon and we're all gonna just wait at the river?
Well, if we're luring it in, one of the things, I'm gonna let it eat me.
What?
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 I took the strongest cold bomb. I'm gonna let it eat me.
But what if we give you the highest level fire resistance too?
Yeah, if you're gonna let it eat you, should you be the one distracting it then? If you're gonna let it eat
No.
you?
Because Billy, it's still gonna be attacking from the outside. But if we want to preserve the shell, then we need to do as much damage to it without the shell. So I'm gonna let it eat.
Right, but if you're gonna be inside of it, imagine how hot that's gonna be. So Billy should take one, and you should probably take the other one, and we should probably just have you distract it too, right?
Well, if you're gonna,
That's your plan.
this is an insane idea, but if you're gonna do it, is there a way that we can like make a bomb out of all of them? And then you could take that out of all of the cold bombs?
I wouldn't be able to hold them all unless we basically turned it into another cipher,
I don't know
Super
what that
bomb.
means.
or I can only hold so many items. You know, I would have to ditch what I already have to hold the 5 bombs because I don't think there's a way to be able to tie them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coded in the game that the ciphers are like your character can only hold so many in their cipher slots. That's how we're dealing with ciphers in this one.
If you're inside them and try and make it explode, you're gonna get hit by it too.
I'm very aware of that.
Doesn't seem
You're
very
crazy. You're risking your skin there.
well. Why don't we just get like KFG to throw the bomb inside its mouth when it's like opening its mouth?
We trap him. We just,
Let's go set this trap at least.
We'll
plan
set the
on
trap.
mine.
We'll see how it goes. And Royale with Cheese will do what he has to do.
So you guys
That's
are gonna
crazy,
head.
man.
You guys head to the river, which is like a half an hour away, basically. And
Okay.
so explain to me this trap. I heard something about trees setting up the ciphers as a bomb.
Yeah, would there be a way for us to set a couple ciphers, like a time delay thing, or maybe even something so that like we can
So,
set them off? You
how
know?
I'm imagining it, I'm not 3 dads putting their heads together to MacGyver this, but like one of the Star Wars kind of log traps that would hit something to knock it into the river, and then in the river we'll set the cipher bomb trap at the bottom. So then when it falls in, we'll set it off and it will freeze the water around it. We'll knock the tree over on top of it to hold it in longer, and then fuck it up as we need to.
We put
So it's like
some in the river. We put like some rocks and shit around at the bottom, and we put the ciphers in there so that they don't like swim out. And when it falls onto the ciphers, the impact of the giant monster will set the ciphers off, and they'll explode and freeze.
it will be like a 3-pronged trap. Like he gets hit, falls into the river, sets off the ciphers, and then we knock the tree onto it.
Yeah.
And then 4-pronged because fucking KF or our Royale with Cheese is gonna get eaten by him after.
All right. So you wanna craft this like complicated trap type thing. So what I'll do is I'm assuming Emmett's probably gonna spearhead the crafting, but thanks to Royale with Cheese's knowledge of ciphers and how they work, plus like the old men like behind you, like one like giving their like because they have like some crafting skills and stuff as well. Like one of them be like, I remember on a tractor pull if you do this, and because of that, I'll give you 2 assets. So it'll be an intellect task. And what kind of skills do you have?
Hey, I have a hunting skill. We're setting a trap for a giant monster,
And I can also use anecdote to train everybody in
Okay.
a task.
Does the book give us anything too, or?
Yeah, I feel like
the book's the reason
book
you
of
know half
knowledge
the
about it.
stuff about it.
That's fair.
So either KFG can do hunting skill to set the trap with the 2 assets, or you can anecdote to like give like training to set it yourself. It's up to you. Either way, you're getting 2 assets.
KFG, I think this is your time to shine. You seem to have a good eyeball on how things move.
Difficulty
Good sense of
9. That's beautiful.
Wow.
It's good. All right.
Guys, this is my thing. I'm good at killing things.
So
This
like
isn't killing things, but it will be.
You're yelling at me on how to hold the torch?
so you
yeah, KFG, it's your time to shine. He just directs everybody.
I feel like you just finished playing like the 13th Horizon Zero Dawn game that had just come out before this. And you were like, oh yeah, it's got complex traps in it. I know how to set up this trap stuff. And you're going through and you've got like the trip wires and like the things for the log coming down and like you're like pow. Like you're like channeling your inner Aloy and setting up this like awesome convoluted trap where like if you lure it into the river, it explodes with the cold, dealing the cold damage, freezing it in place, and then like the big log comes in to try and pin it down and all that stuff.
Emmett's like in his canoe the whole time too. Billy, you want to come for a ride? I'll teach you how to J-stroke.
No.
Now, should we use up a couple of these cold detonation ciphers for this trap, or?
Oh, I thought that was the plan. You were going to use all but one of the cold detonation ciphers.
I think BHG is holding on to his.
That's all but one.
And so here's what I want to propose, because you brought up a good point about it's probably going to be hot in there. Billy, give me the level 9 fire resist.
Gluckster give
the level 4 to Billy. Gluckster, what I'm going to give you to replace that is the prayer page that I have. When you see my health drop to 0, you pop that page.
Got you.
I got one too.
Gluckster is going to be the one who's luring it here.
No, I think our WC should, if he's taking the... And he's going to get eaten.
Yeah,
if you're going to get...
fast as him, right?
Gluckster's the least likely to get hurt. He's the sneaky guy.
Okay.
Fast.
And he's the fastest.
Yeah.
But I think so the plan should be once Gluckster gets here with him, RWC, you can switch with Gluckster and kind of get his attention.
Well, yeah.
And we'll knock him into the river.
I gotta get it to eat me.
Yeah, like we'll tag out kind of thing.
We'll mark a spot. We'll make a circle, and then you'll stand there, and you'll get eaten there. And when he's eating you, we'll hit him with the log. That's how we'll get him to stay in one spot.
So,
Perfect.
Okay.
Ted, what I need you to do is I need you to give my level 10 prayer page to Gluckster. Give the level 4 fire resist to Thank you. Yeah, Billy. And give the level 9 to me.
And Billy, you got to get on the canoe because when this thing falls in the water, I'll paddle over and you can bonk it in the head. Not in the armor, in the head.
I'm not getting on the canoe.
You got to get on the canoe. You get to hit stuff. I'm encouraging you to hit stuff. Get on the canoe.
Still not getting on the canoe.
You see you have a prayer one too?
Billy, you don't know how to swim. You failed level 2 swimming classes.
I know how to swim. I'm not getting on the canoe.
You wouldn't wear the water wings. Get in the canoe.
Oh my lord.
I know how to swim.
That's right, man. I see use water wings too.
I'm gonna flip your canoe.
You gotta catch me first.
All right, come on, let's go lure this Laredin out. I'm itching for a fight real bad.
I did the trades for it, and if you guys have like incorporated all of the bombs then
Do you want
actually,
me to just use mine, or
we can just archive them. Just let's add up all of like the levels so we know how much damage it's doing.
And I'll like use my heavy tools to half cut down a tree enough that KFG can pull the rope to do the other part of the trap where I'll pull the tree on top of it when it's in the river.
Oh yeah, I accidentally deleted mine, but it was level 6.
6. Okay, so that is that brings us to 15 and
4.
So 19 total levels of the detonation cold, because I didn't count Royale with cheeses because he's holding on to his.
Yeah.
I gotta get mine too. I have 4 for detonation. Of cold.
I counted 4 of you. I counted everyone's but Royale cheese, so that's 19 in total. So you will have, and they do cold damage equal, so it's like 19 cold damage worth of like detonation shit. Whoa. This is how you hunt this stuff. Like, this is like a lethal fucking fight, but you're being smart.
This is old. I'm tapping into my old school monster hunter here. You bring in items, doing traps.
Yeah. Okay.
Not my unga bunga shit you see me do on stream all the time.
just rushing in, whatever. I don't care. So let's take a 5-minute break before we get into this, because I need the washroom and stuff anyways, and then we'll come back, and you motherfuckers are going to either hunt a Laraten or die to a Laraten. We shall see. We'll be right back.
Either Jamie's gonna die, or...
Yeah, really. Oh, I guess I can go back to the RPG chat. Here we go.
I love a good giant monster battle. We've had some good giant monster battles already.
And you guys did proper research, proper planning. Because I was worried, like, sometimes you guys just kind of rush in. And I was worried you guys are going to be like, let's just fucking go. And I'm like, oh, you're going to have a hard time. But no, you did research, you did planning, you're setting up traps. Assuming something doesn't go completely south, like, you guys might make a overwhelmingly difficult encounter actually relatively easy.
Do we get an additional reward for completing the optional objective of researching the Laraten?
No, you just make it so you don't die. The reward is you're less likely to die.
Okay.
Prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
That's what I'm looking for. And this one's worth like 4 experience. That's pretty chunky. I actually stole this monster from Pathfinder.
Ooh.
So it's a Pathfinder 2 monster. It's like a level 23 monster, something like that.
Oh, you'll love to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for Gluxo to get up there and just like roll a 1 and not have the experience to repay or something, and then just get flattened.
I'm just waiting for him to not even roll too bad, just go in a wrong direction. Like threaten the wrong person or attack the wrong dude, or
yeah.
Like, I feel like it will be his decision. It won't even be his dice. It's just his decisions. Like, even fucking the guy that beat his ass, he was like, oh, come at me, bro, as I'm walking away. Like, you're gonna die, dude.
Let's do a thing here.
I love it though. We got the fire resist.
Yeah,
Love that.
it's going to be an interesting play.
Tumble home in the canoe with me, so I can also like taunt him.
Okay, let's get you mother luckers here. Tumble home. Do you just have the old guys like waiting on like the opposing shore or whatever, just in case?
Yeah, they're hanging out. I'm not really sure about their abilities yet. I don't think they have like ranged attacks or like I wanted the one to shoot his gun, but I don't know if he's that level yet. Can sort that out later.
Yeah, I think there's still one or two.
Yeah, it says they can get training, but not training in attack tasks.
They can still attempt it. They just, yeah, they don't get training. All right, so like you guys kind of end up being there. Actually, let's change this. Emmett, tumble home.
As we're walking,
Oh, I was just gonna ask: are the rest of you going to be like? Are you guys all in the canoe except for like Gluckster and Royale with cheese, or are some of you like waiting on the shore?
So
I feel like KFG would be waiting near the shore.
Name?
What did
Okay.
What did they give us? Oh, sorry.
I could be on the canoe, but my fireballs don't do anything, so I want to be wherever I'm going to be closest.
I wanted you kind of like in the position to pull the rope that's attached to the tree to yank it down once he's in the river.
Yeah, I can.
And
do that.
then Royale with cheese will be in the circle where the log trap that's going to hit him is, because while he's fighting / eating Royale with cheese, he's going to get hit by the trap, and then get knocked into the river, and then
KFG pulls the
KFG
rope,
will
goes down.
pull the rope, and then Billy and me on the canoe. Billy will fuck him up, but Billy doesn't want to ride the canoe, you know, even though it would be an epic father-son moment of you and me working together.
Billy, just
Get on the
figured
canoe,
out
Billy.
this one thing. Plus, I think it'll put you in prime position for tanking.
No,
Plus, if you're gonna draw the aggro, maybe he might accidentally destroy the boat. I hope he doesn't. Oh god, actually, maybe Billy should be on the shore.
I'd have like left already, but like I come full sprinting back, and I'll be like, "Wait, wasn't I supposed to take something? Like KFG, what was the item? Do you have the item, or
KFG
do
will
we all
hand
have
him
it?"
the. I don't think we actually got a thing, but I would assume KFG had it because.
No, I didn't bother
accepted
making
the
an
quest.
item for it because it's just like
Yeah.
we just say it. For
He'd
the
hand
quest.
it to Jamie and be like, "Yeah, here you go."
Like monster.
Yeah, it's like some
Meat on a
monster
hook?
meat on a stick with like herbs and shit.
Yeah. Okay. I'll pick up. Like, all right, good luck, fellas.
Just like old school Monster Hunter. Put
Okay.
the poisoned fucking meat down. The monster goes and eats it. Gets poisoned.
Oh, you know what?
Give the nod to like the other fellas, like Royale, Emmett. Give them like the like. Good luck.
I know what I
More-
can do.
More importantly, guys, with this, we're gonna make a lot of money if we can get this shell, right, bruh?
Yeah, Moyle said they'd pay 500. I don't think we'll sell it to him for 500 because they cut us a deal. But
KFG and I were talking, and we gotta figure out what we're gonna do for a guild base, like an actual guild. We were thinking it's gonna cost a lot and it's gonna take a lot of resources, but what do you guys think about an airship?
More specifically, an air canoe ship?
What,
Air
like
canoe
a
ship.
floating,
Like a
a
flying
floating
canoe.
canoe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That sounds cool as hell.
but it
Sounds
would be
shitty.
but it would be our base.
It would be huge. Like it wouldn't be a canoe. It would be like massive, but in the shape of one. And I'm thinking like a giant tower in the middle that like comes up because we're the high tower, right?
Yeah.
I would love to.
And it would be more like an airship.
I would love to pilot that.
Yeah. Well, you would also have to engineer it and craft it because you know everything about canoes. I don't know how to make a fucking flying canoe. I don't know how to make a regular canoe. Look, Emmett, it sounds like it
Mr.
might be
Linwood,
impossible, but we live in right now we live in a magical place with we have fucking glowing wood on the canoe. Like wood doesn't glow in real life, you know what I mean? I'm sure we could get some super light wood and maybe some fucking magic and you know what I'm saying?
I don't really know that much about like the mechanical parts, but I know a lot about like the structures and the chassis. And Linwood over there, Bernard, the car dad, would be like, yeah, I know my way around an engine. I can make things fly, work on planes. I can make anything. Look, if it goes, it goes. It's a machine. Stop being a pansy.
Great. Sounds like you got it fucking covered.
Yeah, we got a whole team.
Best engineers, dad engineers.
So canoe airship mobile base. That's the play,
That sounds fantastic.
bruh.
He's not gonna shake his head in no, like.
Sorry, Billy,
Billy?
you've been outvoted.
Billy,
All
get on the
for it.
canoe.
I'm not getting on the canoe.
Get on the canoe. I'm trying
All right,
to have
Billy.
a father-son moment with you. Get on this
Billy,
canoe.
let's make a deal. You don't have to get on the canoe this time, but you'll have to get on the fucking airship canoe.
Grumbling.
Billy, I'll buy you some V-Bucks.
You'll get some V-Bucks, huh? If you ride the canoe, he'll give you V-Bucks.
Sorry, what the fuck are V-Bucks?
Fortnite currency.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's fair. Out of character, you don't know, but in character, yeah, it's Fortnite currency.
Yeah,
get him like a legendary skin or something. Those are like what, like $30? I don't fucking know.
Oh, this many years in the future with inflation, they're like $500 a skin.
I've kind of gotten more into like Call of Duty 18.
Oh,
I heard Modern Warfare 4 is pretty good.
Those games aren't rated for you, Billy.
Yeah, they are.
Those are rated mature.
Come on,
I like the one Canadian on there because he goes, "Oh fuck yeah, bud."
Favorites Black Ops 69 Civil War with the muskets.
Don't say that. And I don't like you playing that game. I don't like that your mother bought you that game. It depicts Canadians in a bad way. You know, Canadians are our friends. Just because of that horrible war that we had with them a year ago.
Canadians can be vicious.
Well, that's canon now.
You're not from 1812. I have to learn
I'll
that in
admit
history.
they're like the only people that can almost stand up to the Koreans when it comes to esports, so they got that going for them.
Wow. So, Glockster, you are heading towards the lair of the Laratan. The Laratan, sorry. And you've got your ciphers at the ready. You're sneaky in. I would like you to roll a speed task for me, please, for stealthing in.
Holding the meat like a football, carrying it in.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sneaking.
Okay. Good.
Can I re-roll that?
If you've got the experience and you want to.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe use effort.
I think I got it.
I believe in you.
All right, 3. Cool. Excellent. All right, so 3 is what you're accepting, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, I forgot to preload the scene because I'm not smart.
Probably got to be real
It's
high. whatever he
genius,
needs to roll.
Oh, it's just Jamie alone.
Don't fight it. I mean, well, he's not there to fight
Hey,
it. He's just got the stick, right?
I had the map in case you fought it here, but right now the map is just in case he fucks up and he fights it here. You guys might move back to like the theater of the mind. Yeah, plans always hold up. That's true. So Gluckster, you don't worry about like positioning or anything like that right now. Like, position yourself where you want to put the meat at this moment.
I was thinking of like I was just gonna hold it and kind of like lure him back, like come and get it.
He doesn't want to set it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna hold on to the lure. Got it. Are you just like staying in the entrance here, or are you moving in any further?
I'm moving just a tiny bit. Like I said, I put the wooden mask on.
Yeah. Feel free to put yourself wherever you wish to be.
Right there, like I don't have the monster meat on the stick, kind of just creeping in. Like,
okay, all right. You're creeping in. You've got the monster meat. Nothing seems to be happening at the moment. You just it is overwhelming amounts of heat. You're on this like crumbling stone bridge over the magma flow. I think I have to turn my sound down just a little bit less music. There's the raw heat from the magma all around you, just like it's almost stifling and suffocating. There's these weird curled horn things coming up on either side of the bridge, and the place is just like it's obviously been sculpted to be a home for this creature. And at the end of the bridge is this like huge cave. On the north side of this map is this huge cave that leads into darkness.
yeah, I'm just gonna be creeping forward with the stick, trying to like swish it through the air, like the smell and the heat. Trying to, like,
yeah, okay, go ahead and creep
meat,
forward a bit.
I'll move up again and I'll like look off the edge of the cart. Gotta stay focused on like boogie away from that big hole right there. Keep moving a bit.
All right. Yeah. So far as you approach, get a little bit closer to the cave at least. Nothing.
I'm just gonna keep creeping forward with the stick. Like, oh man, he's got to be here somewhere.
I would like you to make an intellect task for me. Roll an intellect task. This is like a perception or notice type of thing.
Notice me, senpai.
Difficulty 4? What is this thing again? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That's you've it hasn't stirred from, you don't see anything stirring in the cave or anything yet.
I'll try to like keep swishing the stick around. I'm gonna try to like make some noise, like yell out, like just make a weird sound, like rah. I don't know.
Luigi. Yeah.
Try to like get.
Go and roll an intellect task for me, and to just see about like trying to lure it out.
Oh, that's so tough.
Yeah, you don't know if you're too far away because you're not exactly sure where you're supposed to put this lure, but it hasn't lured it in yet. You haven't noticed anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep swinging the stick forward and then just making weird Gluckster sounds. Ah! Like, come on out!
Awesome. Okay. you get that far. You're waving around this like meat lure thing. When exploding out of the lava, the magma, I forget what difference is between them, beside the bridge and vaulting onto the bridge. Right beside you is this massive thing, even more heat washing over you at this point. Yeah, I just want to see what happens. So we're just gonna add it to the initiative, and I would like you to roll initiative for me, please. You're probably still gonna be able to escape fine, but I want to see. So far, so good. Okay. Yeah, you're doing great.
Oh no, Gluckster.
All right. It is definitely reacting first. So this thing like slams up on top of the bridge, like narrows in on like this like big hunk of like this like tantalizing meat thing that you have that you were just standing there with. Unfortunately, your perception was not high enough to have noticed it swimming in the lava, so it just kind of like surprised you, and it seems to be going for first. Goblin Twink says things are starting to get heated. Thanks for the puns. I appreciate them and not appreciate them, but I appreciate them.
Yeah. Like, stick as it came up like shaking, like.
All right. Let's start big. You know what? Let's have fun with this, because you're probably going to be able to escape after this. I'm going to offer you an intrusion.
Accept.
It's perfectly fine.
Pow.
Let's see here.
Everything's fine. How are
Give
you?
it to KFG.
Okay, great. Awesome. So I get to use its lava attack, which I can only use on an intrusion. So that's cool. So this thing, like, it like slams on the bridge. Its hammer comes up, circling like above its head towards you, but it's still covered in the hot magma all over the hammer as it's slamming it down towards you. How would you like to deal with this incoming attack?
I'll try to like just jump away, like.
Okay, so like dodge. Flip type thing. Awesome. Go ahead. The speed defense for me, please.
Come on, you got this, buddy.
Okay, that is not enough from this level of creature. Like, you're looking at him and he's got that whole like, you don't see his level, it's just a skull, and he's got like the special like epic frame around him and stuff. Yeah, so at the moment that's not doing too good. Just letting you know. Are you doing anything with that, or are we kosher on this attack?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good? All right, I like it. So you are going to take what its basic melee attack, so 7 extra 2 fire damage. So you take 9 points off of your might. And if you have armor, don't forget to lower the damage by your armor.
Did you use your fire resistance? Oh no, you don't have one.
And you are going to get a lasting damage of lava covered 4.
Oh no.
Which is, you are covered in fiery lava. At the beginning of your turn, take damage equal to this lava damage, then lower this effect by 1. Once this effect is 0, it's removed.
+1 for my armor. I think I had 4 health.
All right.
Just see like the mask get burned a little bit, like the wooden mask.
But a lot of singeing and stuff, and you're covered in lava. You're covered in lava. All right. Your turn. So you have lava 4, so you're going to take 4 points of might.
That puts me just right to 0.
Okay. So I'll switch you to impaired then. So you're impaired. So efforts cost extra. You don't get minor and major effects. All of that good stuff. You only get a +1 at most for the combat rolls. But your lava covered went down to 3, so that's nice. What are you doing? You still got the stick. It's obviously like focused on you now.
Oh, I'd be trying to like run after the dodge, like just full sprinting, getting out of there, like.
Okay, so you're
as far as I can run on my turn.
You are faster than it. So at this point, I would still like you to roll a speed check because this thing has some like fun like jump moves and stuff like that. So don't worry about this stuff right now. We're actually going to bring us back to the landing page. We're gonna do this theater of the mind for the rest of this. So I would like a speed task. It's about movement and stuff. So if you have any skills for movement, you can apply that.
I'll apply effort for speed.
Sure.
There we go.
Okay. All right. It's not too chunky as far as its speed is concerned, so that's more than enough. You're going to be able to like kite it while not getting too far away to lose it, but you're also not, you don't have to worry about it catching up. I'm going to give you that. You will, however, take 6 more damage as the rest of the lava bleeds off. So that'll come off of your speed.
Damage when I'm on.
It always bleeds. It goes might, speed, then intellect. So if you have no might left, it starts bleeding into your speed. So you'll take 6 off your speed.
Okay.
Now you see why I was worried if you guys didn't do the research.
Trying to like tease him with like the monster meat stick.
Okay. Now we're going to go into the best way to do this, theater of the mind, because this is where we get to all the cool shit and everything. Like I said, that map was just to see if you guys fucked up in its lair. Yeah, let's get into the fun stuff here. So, oops. Oh, that's the wrong tool. That's why. Here's your river. Okay, so Gluckster, we're gonna put you there. I guess I gotta actually drag Lariton out.
While just sitting around like, I wonder how Gluckster's doing.
Like doing the Indiana Jones run down the hill.
Perfectly.
Picking the lava off of me, like.
All right. Okay.
He's like watching his health bar like drain. He's like, well, we got any healing items for Gluckster when he gets here? I got it. I got it. Maybe.
Let me do this. Reset you, update, because you were at 4. Okay, if the rest of you would like to roll for your initiatives as well. I'm not even sure if we'll need it. You guys set a pretty damn good trap, but just in case. Just in case.
Rolled a 1. Rip.
That's awesome.
I always forget it's up here.
Do I need to re-roll the initiative again?
No, I re-added you at the same initiative, so you still have your same initiative.
Yep.
Oh my god. Buddha, did you actually roll your initiative and not like
No, look at right above it.
Oh, you fucked up again?
It's in a different spot.
Such a tradition.
Wow.
One of these times.
Every time, bro.
Every time.
It's in the middle of all the combat stuff, so I don't think of it.
It's got a completely different icon from everything else in your list.
Shut up.
All right, KFG, you rolled a GM intrusion on yours. I like this. So you're holding the trigger. Initiative. You're holding the trigger for like the tree or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're there, you're getting ready, but you're kind of nervous and you like wiggle it a bit and you accidentally like without setting the trap off, you accidentally like break off the little handle or whatever that you set, like disabling your ability to set off the tree part of the trap.
Can I XP reroll my...
You want to XP reroll? Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
What?
You can burn more if you want. That's up to you.
I'm just like, I'm sad that I wasted one to roll the one. That's awful. Like, wow. All right. No, I'm whatever, man.
I'll give you. Can I give him an XP?
You can't
My
help him
last
with that
XP?
because like you're not really there to assist him with it. You're on the boat like elsewhere.
Can
So
I-
I'd say no.
Can I burn my minor effect to negate the GM intrusion?
Not a minor effect. If it was a major, I'd probably allow it. Minor's not enough. It
How about
basically
minor for a reroll.
no. If it once again, like if it was like a 20 to the 1, I'd maybe allow it. But minor's just like a little tweak type thing. Okay, all right, you're good now.
All my XP down the drain, bro.
Oh.
The amount of times that I've XP rerolled and gotten a 1, like, is just, it's insane. It's like every time I use an XP. That's why I don't like burning it.
So you broke the branch thing off. You're like, oh fuck, and like you try to, and then finally you manage to like jam it back into the mechanism a bit, and you're like got it working again. You're like, it's close. All right, Gluckster. So this once again, this may not even be a combat thing. We're just gonna deal with this like we're just gonna do some rolls ad hoc. If things go south, we'll deal with this as a combat. But we'll see how it goes first. So, Gluckster, you finally are getting to the point where you're trying to lead it. You need to get a little bit closer to this thing in order to entice it towards the water, because you see that the closer you get to this river, the more reluctant this thing is to move forward despite you having the lure. So you realize that the closer you get to the river, the closer you have to get to this thing. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to roll a speed task for me. And if you can haggle with me, if you've got something you think would apply, feel free. But it would be a speed task to try and get close enough to it to keep it enticed, but not close enough that it's going to just start wailing on you again.
Also, I feel like we would have used our fire resist stuff way before this.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to say like, because you see it coming, like there's like smoke and fire as it's going through the forest and stuff. So if you guys want to say you've popped any buffs, ciphers, what have you,
I haven't popped anything yet. I'm not popping the fire resist or anything until I know I need it.
Okay.
Oh, I am.
It lasts an hour. You may as well.
Yeah, I'll pop mine. How do I do this?
This fight's definitely not lasting an hour.
Just declaring that you've got it and just archive it, whatever. You don't have to link it or anything. I know you're using it.
Okay.
Just archive it so we know it's still there. Like, don't delete it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really a skill, but like the reflexes and like all the other stuff, I have like the balance. I just kind of be just trying to lure it, I guess. Like, trying to stay close to it, but.
All right, go ahead and roll that speed task for me.
And, like, putting it, like, pull him up in front of his face, like, come on, you get it.
Difficulty 3 is he's ponderous and slow, thankfully, but not that ponderous and slow. Like it's not enough that he'll catch you or anything like that, but I would say he would get one swipe off at you. So it's enough that like you misjudged his reach a little bit, and like the hammer comes in a little bit too close that one time. If you could roll your speed defense for me.
Tumblehome taunt him?
Yeah, once he's that little bit closer, Tumblehome can assist like taunting him in.
I'm like, oh shit, as he's getting closer, like I'm trying to just
so difficulty
get
3
him to the river.
Difficulty 3 is not going to be enough. You're going to take 7 more points of damage.
Getting battered around.
Minus the armor, though, right?
Minus your armor, yeah. And
Okay.
I know you're wearing armor, so. Yeah, you had 2 armor, so you ended up taking 5. So you still have points in your speed. You still have a couple of points. Good, you can move still. So yeah, at this point you're making it to the river. Now, this thing's very reluctant to go into the river. So what I would like you to do is, I would like Tumblehome to do his taunt, but he's going to get 2 assets for it from the meat thing being led into the river as well.
And should I give the meat to Royale? Like, you're trying to get his attention now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll give you the meat now and like switch off as I get here.
Okay.
Because we just wanted to stop on the spot where we got the log, the tree trapped, and knock him in.
When we trade off, that's when I'm going to drink the fire potion.
Okay. Sorry, what am I rolling on? Who?
First, we're going to want Tumblehome to try and taunt him into that last step. He seems reluctant to go those last few steps to the river. So if we could get Tumblehome to do a taunt, which is like you're rolling it, it's intellect based. But remember, if he's trained in it, you get to add the training. And then, of course, you get 2 assets because the meat's nearby. Because you roll on behalf of your companion.
Can Emmett use his skills in persuasion to help with this roll, like ease it or something?
Well, normally that would apply an asset, but he's already got 2.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh, guys.
I'll use my 1 XP.
All right.
And I can apply 2 levels of effort, so I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, he's not very smart. So because like creatures have modifiers depending on what you're doing with them and stuff. So this thing, although it's huge and tough and whatnot, not terribly smart. So it stops a little bit as you're waving the meat and you're about to hand off the meat to Royale. When Tumblehome does the little, like, how does Tumblehome taunt? What does he do to like help taunt this thing in the rest of the way?
Tumblehome looks at the meat like he wants it.
Oh, so it's like a competitive nature thing, like ooh.
Yeah, like.
So this thing
there's time limit on this meat now.
So this creature like looks at the meat, looks at Tumblehome, looks at the meat. You can tell, like you can hear like the stomach growling, and he's like, and almost like that train whistle sound. There's like steam coming off of him, and he's like, boom, 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 and he's like coming forward.
Would yell, Jamie, get on the canoe! Come on, hop in!
All right, so Gluckster, you're handing the meat off to Royale and then like hopping into the water.
Yeah, like running up like an Olympic torch, like passing it off to Royale.
Okay.
Jumping in the canoe.
All right, go ahead and move yourselves positions. Don't worry about like distance or anything or zones or whatnot. This is like entirely theater of the mind.
Not letting me move.
Yeah, he like slap Jamie on the back with his healing hands right before he like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, go ahead and try it again.
There we go.
Yeah,
I forgot I had that turned on.
This side, so then he can fall in.
All right, so Royale Cheese, it feels like you're pulling the whole like Tremors thing almost at this point. Like you're standing there with the stick.
Yeah, I'm standing in the center of like where the epicenter of the trap should be, waving the meat around, going, "Come on, you big fuck, come eat me!" And I'm gonna like shove the meat down my shirt.
Okay, all right. I'm assuming you're like ankle deep in the water and like the very edge of it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So this thing just like bang, 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 bang. It's like it's Hammer's like trailing behind it. It's like doesn't even seem to be concerned about the hammer as its like big mouth opens up, almost like a plow, like scraping along the ground, coming towards you. I just want to see roll an intellect task. It's not going to be very hard. I just want to like for like taunting it into you and stuff. Yeah. I just basically I want to see if an intrusion happens. It is not going to be difficult whatsoever. Oh gosh. There's the rolls we're looking for. Yeah, this thing just like this, the ground scraping along the bottom, just as it bulldozes in. You can feel the heat like washing over you. Were you popping the potion right before you go in, or were you like waiting?
I popped the potion when we did the meat trade off.
Oh, okay, all right. So the heat washes over you, but it doesn't feel too bad. You could feel the warmth, but it's not hurting you. As you are like plowed inside of this thing, we're just gonna like move you to the side because you're in it. As it's like it stands like in the edge of the water.
Bernard, Chester, now! And they would yank their ropes to.
Okay, so the ropes get yanked, and also, Royale Cheese, were you waiting a second to do your bomb until it was in the water, or were you doing it right away?
Yeah, I wanted because they were setting off the other traps to ice it around, like in the water, right?
Right.
So
okay.
I'm waiting that minute for them to set off those traps, and then when I get like closer to its stomach, I'm gonna set off mine.
He's gonna know because it's gonna get eaten, and then he'll feel like a big impact from the logs knocking it into the water, and then he'll feel another impact where like the ice stuff will go off, and the heat will die down for a second, and that's probably when you'll throw it.
For it to do a thing.
Okay. And like we also used like 2 logs, but kept a lot of the foliage and the leaves on it, so it's a little bit of a softer impact, so it's not so like blunt.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you already rolled for the crafting of this thing. You've succeeded. It is enough, especially since it's surprised and there was like hidden assets to it I didn't tell you about. You don't need to roll. That part of the trap is going to work. He is instantly thrown into the water, and it was 19 damage. I said.
Yes.
19 levels.
19
same
total.
thing. Same thing. Before its weaknesses, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
If he's going to like knock his rope thing or whatever, once that goes off, to knock the last tree onto it.
Okay, so this thing like it's pinned into the water, like it's frozen. It's like under the water almost. And you, Royale with Cheese, you can feel all this. You can feel this thing. There's like a gush of steam coming in through this thing and whatnot. You know that it's happened. It's triggered.
Yeah. Set off the bomb.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll. I mean, what are you gonna miss?
Yeah.
I mean, you could GM intrusion, but I don't even know how at this point. So, you are going to take the damage as well.
Yeah, it's 7 cold damage.
So you're gonna take the 7 cold. But yeah, this thing, like, you rupture a bunch of its organs and everything. It sort of like coalesces and freezes. And the neat thing is, as this thing dies, because you did all the cold damage and stuff to it instead of physical damage, it just kind of cools and solidifies. The main body kind of shrinks in, and you feel like the shell on the other side, on the back side, kind of like pops off a little bit because its body has shrunken a bit. And its hammer is like, because it was dragging behind it, still like kind of on despite it holding it, is still kind of on the shore.
Can I like
someone grab the shell and grab the hammer and somebody get RWC out of there?
Yeah, I'm like trying to punch my way out, just like shattering fucking frozen organs.
I ordered break the ice.
Grab the shell before
he
fucking punches his way out of there through it.
I picture you coming out of it a la, like Ghostbusters, them coming out of like the shell of the dog.
Oh, we did it. Look at that. Worked as a team. Got it done. Jamie got some 3rd-degree burns.
See, Emmett, you were worried. Well, it turned out fine. Yeah, Jamie, come here,
This
Jamie,
just goes to show that planning can get you ahead.
Everything worked perfectly. Gluckster's almost dead in the boat.
Come here, Jamie. Let me give you some of the old KFG back rub here. You done good, buddy.
The wooden mask is all burnt, and I'm like, yeah, it worked.
Don't worry about that.
You're wearing
I'm
the
assuming
mask?
you're going back to town to like turn it in.
Yeah.
You'll just get heals or whatever when you're there. So don't worry about the fiddly bits. We'll focus on the fun stuff. You are able to Like it's a large shell, but it's oddly light for its size, and you're able to sort of like tie some ropes, make a sled out of it, and you're easily able to bring it back to town if you want. That's not a problem.
Wow.
Yeah, let's bring the shell to the Moyle guy and sell it to him.
There might be some fish in this river.
Yeah, you want to do some fishing before we go?
Are we doing last second fishing? So what we'll do is we're gonna fast track the bit for the quest. Because once again, let's just focus on the fun stuff here for a second. So let's bring up the quests. Please bring up the quests. Thank you. All right. So Heart of Fire, you got bring Otto the Heart of the Laratan, which you're going to be able to do. Each of you will end up getting 4 experience each from that, as well as you're going to be earning some reputation with House Burls. You are then going to be selling off the shell of the Laratan to Moyle, which will net you 500 gold pieces and 2 more experience each.
We can cut them a bit of a deal, I think.
Yeah, what? 450?
Yeah.
450? Okay.
Yeah.
Give yourself 450.
Yeah, well,
and once again, two more experience each. So you actually ended up earning 6 experience total out of this. Because you guys fucking rocked it. No combat actually had to take place, which is the best way for Cypher to work.
Do we get experience at all from doing the research?
Discoveries and stuff. Yeah, you know what? Discoveries are a big part of Cypher. I will give you 1 more experience because you guys like spent that time, did the research, like pulled that extra stuff out of your ass. I will give that to you. So yeah, you'll get 1 more experience each on top of that, just for the discoveries of how to search up about monsters, finding out about the Laratan, and all of that good stuff. So this is by far your biggest XP win that you've gotten.
Yeah.
So 17 total?
Well, 7.
Spend a whole bunch, bro.
7, okay. 7, my bad.
Yeah, you got like 7, but some of you spent like 3 experience on rerolls.
I spent 2, bro. Like, ugh.
We got a good amount of gold, and honestly, that was fucking awesome.
That was fucking dope.
Trap.
That was dope. He does not currently have any other hunts for you at this moment. So that's all he's got for that. So we kind of fast track through the end of that, and it's kind of reaching the end of the time. If you want to do some fun fishing stuff, let's save that for next week.
Yeah, no, I was just fucking around.
But I think that was pretty good. You guys, you helped out the nobles by getting the shell. You did all the optional research stuff, and you did all the planning needed that no actual combat needed to happen, which, I mean, honestly, I think this was way more fun than just be like, I attack. So
yeah,
that's one of my favorite ways to do it. You guys, like, I'm very thankful that you guys did the planning. So many groups would be like, let's just rush in and beat it to hell. And you saw how that would have went. It didn't even use its cataclysm. Like, it didn't even use its big ability. So
I like punching things, but you know, sometimes you just gotta give the monsters the old like perma stun lock, insta gib.
Oh, I'll give you plenty of punchy spots, especially like you go to that dungeon, you'll have plenty of punchy spots. Make sure everyone gets a bit of everything. But amazing job, everybody. That was a really, really good job. Fucking love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun.
But I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Because
Did you add the 450 to the guild bank?
It's up to you guys. Probably best place to put it.
Yeah.
So
I'll take 90.
Are we splitting it, or are we putting it in the guild bank?
You guys can take a cut if you want. No more than 90, I think.
I'll let you guys math that out afterwards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little outro here. I should farm it for some rare carves. Yeah, right. So thank you everyone for joining. As always, every Sunday, well, mostly Sundays. I'm a cripple. Sometimes I have bad weeks. I unfortunately had to miss our BHG's Friday game because of that. So, but some days the pain meds do well. So that's what we have for today. Thank you everyone for joining. Once again, everyone here is a streamer or content creator in their own right. Their like gaming handles or whatever are like the top name there. So like Bad Hair Gaming, Budabot, Kirby, Kirpathia, Platinum Dragoon X, and Talking with Adam. Their links should be all down below, as well as links to the Friendo Discord, which they are all part of. If you're looking for other RPG groups, streamer friends, whatever, what have you, stuff like that. Links to the Cypher Discord or Cypher Unlimited Discord are also down below because they're bloody awesome. So if you want to go talk to them, do it. And of course, like and subscribe for my channel. It has seen explosive growth. I've gotten like 400 new followers in like the last like couple of weeks. So
love to see it.
Yeah. I got like I was like, oh, I need like 100 more people till I get monetized, and now I'm like, I've blown past that. I'm like, all right, yeah, let's go. So, but still like and subscribe because I want to see you again. It's awesome. We do live streams, and of course, I've got the other YouTube videos all the time, anyways. And the next, what's the next live streamed RPG?
It's going to be Wednesday.
Wednesday, your Curse of Strahd?
Tiny Punk.
Tiny Punk.
Oh, no, we're doing Tiny Punk.
1.
That's right. Episode 1 of Tiny Punk. So check out twitch.tv/badhairgaming on Wednesday at 8 p.m. We're taking a break from Curse of Strahd, and we're doing Tiny Punk. We're going to be like toys and pets and stuff. I'm a fucking Gundam. It's going to be fucking awesome. I get to be player, which is cool. So yeah, and it's gonna be a hoot. He's run Tiny Punk before, and I was like this speedy chinchilla, and I had a blast. So tune into that if you've got some time in the evening on Wednesday, and it's gonna be super dope. All right, I think that's it. So as always, stay healthy, stay safe, and have a good one. Eh?